Good morning. Welcome, welcome. If you can see me, hello, welcome, 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 welcome. It's not showing I'm live yet, my side. My name's Liz. This is Monday morning here in the UK. Hey, Raluca, welcome, honey. It's not showing I'm live yet, but if you can see me, hello. Oh, there we go. If you are watching this back with me later as a replay, welcome. Just click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you are watching this with me live, hello, welcome. My name's Liz, this is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today on this magical Monday. It is just 8 a.m. here in the UK today. Hey, Raluca, hey, Cece Lynn, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. I hope you're doing good. Let me just sort my tablets out here. I'm going to use various decks of cards today and see what's going on. Raluca says, can I have a message from B? I'm getting clear on things now. My chat, look like this. Falling down. Hang on, I just need to get something better than that to hold my tablet up. It was like slipping down then. There we go. Hang on. Okay. So, can I have a message from B? I'm getting clearer on things now. Okay, so getting clearer. You're getting clear on things now. What do you need to know? Let's see. What deck should we use? So, what does he want you to know? The Magician and the World, very powerful. So he is also working on completing a cycle in his own life. Now, this could be whatever's in the way, obviously. He could be dealing with that. But I'm feeling this is more like he's ending a cycle of perhaps going round and round in circles in his head, in his life, so he can take action. Because obviously the Magician is a powerful card. And he's saying that, I'm finally taking control of my life. Why? Because you're finally taking control of your life. Remember, it's never about being in union, it's about the journey to union. Once you release the need to be in union, that's when everything starts falling into place to be in union. So the angels are saying to you, there's a new chapter coming in. You really do hold the world in your hands. So he's stepping into his power. And that's good because obviously that's what you're doing too. Yeah, he said, I'm healing. I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. So a lot of healing going on, Magician, the world, very powerful. I hope that helps, okay? Let's jump in then to the donations, just so that I can get in front, okay? So welcome everyone, thank you for being here. Tara says, hey, hon, Ben wants to express to me in bucket messages. So what does Ben want you to know? He's saying he feels lost at this current time, so he may be a bit emotional as well, and he's sorry. Look, these cards are moving on top of the deck there. So he's saying, I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost. So he's trying to find his own way. And he's saying, nobody seems to get me or understand me but you. I feel alone. So he is feeling a little bit alone at this time. And he wants you to know he is yours. That's how he feels, body, mind, heart and soul. He feels he belongs to you. However, he's still learning lessons. He said, I'm growing up because of our connection. There's still things I'm learning at this current time. I do miss you and hope you can forgive me for all the things I've done. I know I've hurt you badly with my words and actions, and I'm sorry. It was all because of my own insecurity and fear. But what you have to remember is that insecurity and fear is part of his learning and growth. In spiritual truth, he is yours, okay? So let him find his way. So you want bucket messages. Bucket messages. And the thing is, when they feel that way, it's good because they find the way. You don't have to help him to find his way. He's got to find his own way, okay? So letter, you've got I, okay, I. So this could be a big sign to put yourself first as well. Put the I back into your life. So what he wants you to know is what he wants to express and tell you is that all paths lead home. Okay, so he is coming back. All paths will lead back to you. And you've got the Chariot. So there could be some communication or something coming from the 21st of June. This is taking control. And Gold, he knows how valuable you are. You'll be spending time together when the time is right, possibly through a video call, okay, however that is. That could be through social media, or it could be in some other way. And medium builds as well could be significant. But what I'm picking up on here is the Chariot is going to be significant, the season of Cancer. Okay, so that could be when there's some movement, some change, all paths lead home. I hope that helps, okay? And Joanne, thank you for the donation. DM's current thoughts and feelings towards me. So What is your masculine currently thinking? Straight out. I'm insecure, okay? So he's dealing with insecurity at this current time, so he needs a little bit of time. He's saying, you treat me better than I've ever been treated, and I know you can give me everything. I want that, but I'm still struggling with my fears, mainly about not being good enough for you or being enough for you. It's my own insecurity and fear holding me back, and that traps him in his head. That traps him in his life. That traps him in his situation, and he's trying to find a way out. So I feel that between now and August, okay, he's in this insecurity, and that's what he's breaking free from. That's what you need to know, okay? What's his feelings towards you? Let's bring in this deck as well. What else? He fears change, okay? So he wants you, but he's afraid. It's his own insecurity and fear. It's nothing to do with you. I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid of how I'll handle it. I'm afraid of being left alone. I'm afraid. Okay? So he's dealing with fear. So you've got to let him come out of that. He's saying, please don't leave me. That's his abandonment wound. So give him time. So between now and August, he's working on overcoming this fear. I hope that helps. Cece, thanks for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, can I get... Oh, hang on. What does my love... Oh, hang on. So because the questions aren't in the super chat, it gets confusing. So, hi, Liz, can I get a love message from Jay because his passion has been around all over the weekend. Look, I lust for you. That's why, okay? He's saying, when I look at you, sometimes my desire takes me over, and that primal need for you makes me want to rip off your clothes and have you right there. So it's very likely that's what you've been feeling. So he could have been dreaming about you as well. But he is lusting for you. So you're not imagining it. You know, everything you're feeling there, that lusty feeling, that passion, is real. Otherwise, it wouldn't have flew out the way it did. So he's saying, I do feel you when I look at you. So he could be looking at you. He could be looking at you on social media. He could be looking at your pictures somehow. He could be having dreams about you. But he's saying that primal need is taking me over. I hope that helps, okay? I'm trying to cut the messages down a little bit today because I can't stay on for as long today, okay? So I'll give you what you need to know in the moment. So Cece's donated again there. And says, guidance on finances, lawsuit and visa. So what do you need to know? What's the answer from the angels? What do you need to know, okay? What do you need to know? Patience is power, okay? So you've got to have patience with all of this. There's going to be an opportunity to clear the air. So that means things will get cleared. The air will shift, things will move forward. You know, clearing of the air means things improving. So things are going to improve, but you must be patient as well. What else, okay? What else do you need to know about this lawsuit? What else do you need to know? What do you need to know? I feel there's too many cards. Yeah, you've got delays are necessary. This is your card here, but these are extra ones. Delays are necessary for protection. You need to let go and surrender. And that's in all areas of your life, okay? You've got starting again. There's going to be a new beginning. The Fool is a powerful card. So whatever you've been through, it's going to improve. New beginning on the horizon for you, new chapter. Just need to let go and surrender and recognise that any delays in this situation or anything you're going through is happening for the right reasons. I hope that helps, okay? Jay, thank you for the donation. Message from SD. So what does SD want you to know? 8 of Cups. I'm walking away from the past. Any things I need to end. I know it's time. So he could still be dealing with some issues around his past or around his life. And he's saying, you're my true love, the one I dream about. So he is dreaming about you, and he is thinking about you, and he sees you as someone he can spend his life with. I'm not saying he sees you like he's, oh, you're my absolute true love. Maybe too soon for that. He had a block in my throat. But this is what he's feeling. There's a lot of energy there about being with you. August to February could be significant. What else? I'm showing you through dreams how I really feel. So he's going to come into a dream and show you what his truth is. So this dream could be very flirty, very romantic, very caring. Because he's saying, you're my true love. You know, you're the one I dream about you. So he could be dealing with some stuff until August, and then August to February is the timeline for this to move forward. But you're going to have a dream, and he's going to show you the truth. So you're going to recognise what's going on with him in a dream. I hope that helps, okay? Mariette, thank you for the donation. Hi, love, how's S feeling and thinking about me? Is he curious where I am? So how is he thinking and feeling? Is he missing my sense? Is he missing me? I sense him strongly. He's understanding things, facing his truth. going within to become a better person. I know I have a purpose and I want to be able to work on that. So he's doing a lot of deep thinking and reflecting. So it's very likely, yes, he is thinking about you because he's understanding himself better. And he's going through that now, okay? So what's Jesus' advice, how I should be about all this? I feel he's struggling to get his words out. So you've got to give him space to be able to move forward to you. You know, really the advice is to allow him to make the effort with you and you receive. You be the receiver, you be the flower. You know, solidarity as well. Now I feel that first of all, Jesus reminding you how important it is to be kind and loving and to not judge anyone or anything. So don't, you know, if you're perhaps looking at his journey and you're not understanding why he's acting the way he is or what he's doing, just remember you don't really need to understand. You just need to have faith. Because Jesus is saying, love one another as I have loved you. Be kind and good to all. Judge no one. You are all brothers and sisters. Which means we're all brothers and sisters in the school of life. Obviously, we definitely don't see our twin flame as our brother or sister because of the romantic feelings. But what Jesus is saying is, we're all here to learn and grow. We're all children of God. So don't judge his journey or why he's doing things. But I feel he's gaining a fresh understanding of who he is and why he's here. And you've got appreciation as well. Give me a block there. So whatever the blocks are, you can work on being more grateful for him and writing down your feelings and the things you perhaps love about him, perhaps the things that have hurt you, that have grown you. It says, honour your human parents for they gave you life. So it's about honouring life. And you may want to honour your parents more. This could be about spending more time with them if they're still here, or perhaps thinking about them, perhaps doing something you enjoy doing together if they're up there. But I feel your parents are sending love to you in some way. It says, remember that God is your true Father in heaven who made it possible. But what that's like a side message. What I'm feeling more than anything else is Jesus reminding you how important it is to appreciate the other person instead of perhaps judging them or blaming them. Because I feel at this current time he's struggling to get his words out because he's trying to understand himself in this situation. So you've got to give him time. So I feel that solidarity is also about solitary. You know, it's like he needs time. I hope that helps. Karina with the C, thank you for the donation, honey. Message from my DM and angel. So what does your DM want you to know? Please forgive me. So he could be coming in soon with an apology. He's saying it makes me physically sick. It makes me feel physically sick. So he could be physically sick. He could be going through something physically that you may be aware of or maybe not. I'll have a look at that again. But it makes me feel physically sick when I think about how much pain and suffering I've caused you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for treating you that way. It was wrong and you didn't deserve that. Please forgive me. Now he feels bad about something he's done. So, and this could be about making you feel like he doesn't care because it's about the upper back. Okay, so he feels like he hasn't shown you enough love or support. That's what he feels. So I'm not saying he's done anything really bad. This is like he feels like he's not shown up for you right and made you feel unloved and unsupported, like you were perhaps craving his love or craving approval in some way, and he feels really bad about that and he's apologising. So he may be experiencing upper back pain. So I feel he wants to change the way he's treating you, the way he's showing up. That's what's coming through. So what's your message from your angels? Look, it's just jumped out again. So if you're having upper back pain, that's the reason why, okay? So what's the message from your angels? You've got your loved ones in heaven are giving you signs. So you'll be receiving signs constantly to change your perception, to look at things in a higher way. I hope that helps. Jay, thank you for the donation. Message from Adam. So what's going on with Adam? Differences in water is emotional. Okay, he's saying, I feel so emotional when it comes to you and our relationship. So he may be reminiscing a lot, going over things. My eyes tear up and I can't help but cry sometimes because of all the hurtful things I've done. So he may just be feeling emotional. It's hard for me to show my feelings, but I've vowed not only to be a better person, but to spend the rest of my life making up for the past and showing you how much I care with words and actions. So he does intend on coming forward in a vulnerable way. And that may have caused differences between you in the past where he perhaps was too worried about what people thought of him. So he didn't show emotion in that way. So he's saying, I am worried about what people think, which is something I am learning to overcome in this lifetime. Our differences are part of the attraction. So I feel that he is different than you in many ways, whereas perhaps the way he gives love or the way he shows up, and that's what he's thinking of changing. So he's working through his emotions at this time. I hope that helps. Cece Lynn, thank you for the donation, honey. Just bear with me. Okay, where's your question? It's up there. Okay, so, hi Liz, how does my love feel today? I was dreaming and waiting for a mating. Waiting for a mating, okay? So, how is he thinking and feeling today? How is he thinking and feeling today? He's grateful for you and he's horny as well, okay? He said, I can do anything with the power of your love. Now, he may be having dreams where, because I feel you are dream sharing, where he's doing anything in that dream. So, for example, he's the hero in his dream because he may not feel like he's a hero in real life. So he's taking action or taking control somehow in his dreams. He said, I can do anything with the power of your love. You give me the strength and confidence to be me. So I feel he's showing up for himself in his own dreams and he's taking control of the situation. Because when he's with you, he can't think straight. So he may get a little bit tongue-tied or nervous or, yeah, they give me a block then, this can cause a block. So it's like he's experiencing in his mind and his dreams and his fantasies how he wants to be instead of this kind of person who can't think straight when he's around you acting weird and crazy because he wants you so badly, he makes him act that way. It's like when we act like a fool, you know, we think, why are we acting that way? We don't act like that with anybody else. He's saying, you were just so gorgeous to me. So he's very attracted to you and he's grateful for you. Anything else he wants to say? Give me a block. There could be blocks still. Yeah, he wants to clear the air. Give me a block there. I'm preparing to reach out and communicate how much I care. So I do feel he wants to clear the air with you. Give me that block there. And this could be a big thing that he wants to express. I hope that helps, okay? Let me just do Patricia, because Patricia's donated to me on PayPal. So I've just seen Patricia in the chat somewhere. Where did you go? Okay, where's your question gone? Where's Patricia Bazari gone? Oh, I can't see it now. You were here, okay? But I'm going to do you a message and see what you need to know. This is for Patricia Bazari. So what's he... Oh, there you are. A message for us, please. So what's he want to say? I'm learning, and again, the block in my throat here, I'm learning to ask for what I want. So you allowing him to continuously contact you is helping him to learn that lesson. Especially between now and July, he's learning to ask for what he wants. So he could be asking you for what he wants between now and July, which could be, can I come and see you? Can we be together? Can I spend time with you? Whatever it is. So I feel that this could be about moving the connection forward. He's going to ask you something between now and July that's going to move the connection forward. There is part of his growth, okay? That's what's coming through there. And he's frustrated because he can feel you all around him, but obviously he's not physically with you. So this could definitely be about making some kind of plan to come towards you, okay? And he may get moody as well because of his own frustration. So he's saying, don't pay attention to my moods. I allow my physical world to affect me more than it should, okay? I get frustrated at my life and I know I need to change and I'm working on this. So he's definitely working on coming towards you correctly. I've been feeling you close to me, especially at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? I feel this is Kundalini, passion, turning on, you know, a lot of mutual desire. So there's definitely a lot of things going through his mind at night. I'm trying to keep it PG, but I feel he's doing things at night as well. And you've got, yeah, and this is the thing, he's concealing his feelings in some way until he can actually be around you face to face. Because I don't feel it's like he's concealing his feelings, but I feel that there's some things he wants to say to you or show you when you're face to face. So I feel he's going to ask to see you or do something between now and July. I hope that helps, okay? Mariana, thank you for the donation, honey. What is thinking and feeling about us and where is our relationship heading to? So he's saying let's relax. I feel this is a message for you to perhaps just allow things to unfold more naturally instead of needing to know where the relationship is heading to or what's happening. And he's saying, I don't want you to leave me alone. What I do need is time, okay, and less pressure. Can we relax and just enjoy the moment? So, and they give me like a feeling in the mouth, on the roof of the mouth, like the struggle there. So he may be struggling to actually move things forward as quick as you want. Because he's saying, I need time, less pressure. So I'm not saying you're definitely pressuring him, or getting on at him for things, but he's saying, can we just relax about it all? Yeah, there's some fear there. Perhaps he doesn't want to mess it up or let you down. And he feels you. He's saying, my spider sense is tingling. Are you thinking of me because I'm thinking of you? So when you're thinking of him, he's definitely thinking of you. And he said, I'm still working out what to do. I'm processing. I'm working out what to say and how to do it. And that's why I need time. So feel you've got to give him time. So where is it heading? It's heading towards something if you relax. What's the relationship heading to? Look on the bright side, happiness. It's heading towards happiness, but you must relax and allow things to unfold. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for the donation. May I get a message from Frank and advice to my life? He's changing. And he wants you to know he doesn't want to be with anyone else. So he's releasing himself from his karmic ties, which is what keeps coming through. So you've got to trust him to do that in his own time. But remember as well, he's been changing and learning and growing in that situation. And he's feeling very overwhelmed and pressured. He's saying, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to change. But I have to take care of it my way. I hope that you can let me. So your guidance from the angels is to allow him to take care of his own life. And to trust the love. And in the meantime, focus on you. Let's get an angel card. Actually, let's bring in a feminine message for you. What do you need to know? Ten of Swords, rise up. Don't let anything keep you down. So keep doing you every day. Wake up grateful and trusting. And don't overthink or stress. Focus on breath work and living your best life every day until things shift in the direction you want with him. You know, don't make it all about being with him. Focus on other things. We just see what your inner child wants you to focus on. What your inner child wants you to focus on. You've got resilience to keep going. Same as we've just said, rise up. It says bounce back from setbacks. You are stronger than you think. I hope that helps, okay? Tiffany, thank you for the donation. Message from my DM. So what does your DM want you to know? There's your card. Virgo. Now you may be connected with Virgo, okay, in some way. Or like they could have Virgo in the chart somewhere. But I feel this is more about timeline. So between August and September, something could be shifting. But what he's saying is you were right. You were right for me in every way. You were perfect. Okay, so I feel that you don't need to change anything. Obviously, change perhaps if you're overthinking or if you're focusing on negatives, obviously. But I think this is more about you knowing that he sees you as perfect for him in every way. You don't need to change or be like anybody else. What else does he want you to know? Like nobody compares to you. The Fool. I'm getting ready for change, preparing to take a leap of faith. So there is a new beginning coming in. He just needs to gather the courage to take that leap. Okay, when I connect with the Fool personally as a reader, I see this as a new year. So there could be something big happening in the new year. But he's preparing to take that leap of faith towards you because you are perfect for him in every way. Okay, anything else you need to know? You've got Truth taking off the mask, okay? And you've got Ace of Swords there. So I feel that he's going to tell you a truth. This could be around September as well. I hope that helps, okay? I don't know why you've deleted that, darling. That's good news for you, isn't it? I don't know why you've deleted that person there. Unless you've put anything else in that's negative. Just be wary about what you're deleting, please, moderators. I've got my eye on what's going on, okay? Because that's nothing to do with my channel, is it? So, I mean, that may be why you've deleted it off, but I don't feel you needed to delete that off. Carlin, what's the... well, thank you for the donate. Sorry, I was just reading that there. I've not got it. No, he means that what he's done is you have got a YouTube channel because that's what you're actually on. Okay, it doesn't mean you're actually posting videos. Okay, but obviously that person is interested in you in some way. Okay, but you don't need to delete them. Okay, just obviously say, I haven't got a YouTube channel. Okay, so, but you have got a YouTube channel if that makes sense. Okay, because this is this is what you're on. Just because you're on posting videos doesn't mean you haven't got a YouTube channel. Peter says that you've got 16 subs, so you've probably got subscribers. People just go on and subscribe just in case you ever do post a video. Okay. Okay. So Carlin, thank you for the donation. Would love a check-in on Jim's energy, my DM. So what's going on with your DM? He's owning up. Look at this. Powerful. While we've been apart, I've been learning who I am. I really have changed, and I want you to know that you can count on me to do the right thing. Now, this is really powerful, because what he's saying to you is, when I come in, I'm going to come in right. You can count on me. And I feel that's what he's really been working on. So what's his intention? He's saying to you, I need to stop pretending I'm someone else. And I feel that's what he's stopped doing already, because it's in reverse. So he may have been pretending he was someone else wearing a mask, and he feels like he's becoming more authentic. And that maybe he's pushed you away because of that. And he said, I need to stop pushing you away. I'm stopping. I'm not the person I was who was pretending that I was someone else, or wearing a mask or hiding away. I've been owning up to things. And he's going to stop pushing you away. So anything else you need to know for Jim's energy? Happiness ahead, the sun. Look on the bright side. So there's a positive outcome ahead. This could be connected with summer as well. I hope that helps. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Umesh, today's feelings in Priyanka and work related. Okay, so what does Umesh want you to know today? He's saying, I'm dealing with my ego. So he's still not in the right energy to perhaps tell you how he feels about you in a physical sense. And he's growing up. So he feels like, really what he feels like since he's met you is, he's learned a lot more about himself. So, and you're obviously helping him to grow up in some way. And he's saying what he dreams about, what he fantasizes about is kissing you in the street. And that's a very public thing to do. So he may be having fantasies about actually being out in the open with you in some way. I want to kiss you in the street, okay? But he's still dealing with his ego, so he's still holding back. Regarding work, I feel that there's a lot of growth taking place. What do you need to know about work? How is he seeing you in a work capacity? Or how is he feeling about your work? How is he feeling about your work? You've got, again, soul growth. It's the same card that came out with the Page of Pentacles, becoming your greatest version. So you help him to become his greatest version. His work becomes his greatest version. They show me, like in my mind, perhaps someone who's writing a book, for example, and that book is his greatest achievement, and then the editor comes in and helps the book to become the greatest version of it. That's what they show me. I'm not saying it's to do with the book. I'm just saying you're helping him to become his best version. So there's a lot of soul growth taking place, but his ego is in the way of his feelings, but he has fantasies about kissing you in the street. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from him, please. What does he want you to know today? He's hopeful. I hope we can put the past and the bad times behind us and start again. So he wants a new beginning. And again, this is reminding you to heal now all the things from the past with yourself, heal it through yourself. So in other words, when he comes to you, I'm not saying you're not going to talk about the past, but you don't dredge it up and make him feel bad about it all and dwell on it and operate in resentment. You've got to forgive all that now. And that's probably what you're doing. He said, I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I hope you can forgive the error of my ways. I was naive and childish. But guess what? So were you. We're all naive and childish on this journey. So he's saying that to you. I am hopeful that things can improve between us and we can have a new beginning. But it's also a reminder to you to let go of what's happened. And I feel that's what you're working on. So what's his intention? He's saying to you, I want to be a good person, okay? And I need to stop hurting you. So he knows that he's hurt you. And he is apologising for that. Obviously, he's saying he wants a fresh start. He wants to make it better. And he wants to be a good person. And that means doing the right thing. I hope that helps, okay? So let's get a message for your friend S from her DM. Our future will be a delight and a success. So you will be together and it will be wonderful. You'll be everything you want. And that's what he is thinking about. So I think he spends a lot of time fantasising and visualising and thinking about how it could be, okay? But it won't work yet because he's still going through a crown chakra activation, but he's making a promise to you that things are going to move forward. Okay, I promise to love you for the rest of my life, and our future will be a delight and a success. But he's going through a crown chakra activation to heal, to grow. Okay, and he said, I still have soul lessons I need to learn. It won't work between us right now for that reason. And you will learn at this time too. When we're both ready and the lessons have been learnt, the universe will bring us together permanently in this lifetime. Trust in that as I do. So I feel that you could see a stag, okay? And there could also be a shift between now and October. I hope that helps. Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Rizwan said he is not getting results of my work. He has given more topics and I'm writing a content for him. This time he will get results of my work. Well, remember that as long as you're doing your best and you're giving him what you think he needs, then you're doing your job, aren't you? Okay, if he feels like he's not getting what he wants from it, then that's his issue, not yours. So don't feel like, oh my goodness, I'm doing something wrong. He may just not be a fit, okay? So you've got to see it that way. And when things like that happen, there's always a reason. There could be something better coming. There could be work coming from someone else, okay? So I feel the message there is to not take it personally. If you know you're doing the right thing and you're doing your best, then that's all you can do, okay? So instead of kind of saying, will he get the results of my work, worrying about what he's thinking and doing, just you focus on doing what you think is right. Yeah, look, don't give up. There's going to be a restoration. So I feel the answer is yes, because there's a restoration now, which means it will get restored. So don't give up. Don't take it personally. Don't perhaps get mad at yourself or think, oh, why have I done that? Or just keep going and then there'll be a restoration. Possibly over the next 9 days, 9 weeks, or between now and September. I hope that helps. Ashwini, thank you for the donation. What's happening in the karmic situation and what does he want? He wants a new beginning with you. He wants a new beginning with you. What's going on in his karmic situation? He's thinking about the past. He's thinking about you. He's very nostalgic. So in that situation he's in, and this is 6th for June where we are, so he's letting you know it's in this moment, okay? When he's in that karmic situation, he's thinking about the past, and that will be connected with you. It will also be about the way he's behaved, the things he's done, and perhaps thinking about why he went into that situation. So there's a lot of memories coming up in his mind, nostalgia, thinking about what could have been. So he's also thinking about what he could have had with you if he hadn't got into that situation, if he'd handled things differently. So it's not like he's happy and enjoying his life. There's a lot of reminiscing going on, especially at night time. So he's kind of lying awake at night, thinking about the past, perhaps sitting there at night thinking about the past, and it's causing problems in his future, what could have been. So what does he want? He wants to make it right with you and have a new beginning. They're giving me fear. So let go of your fears. I hope that helps, okay? City Cat, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, hope you're doing well. Messages from my DM. So what's going on with your DM at this time? He's focusing on his career, and he may be going through a change in his career or a shift, or his job could be changing. He's saying, I'm going through a blessed career change so that my work life is more in alignment with my spiritual path. I have goals and dreams within me that I've repressed and shied away from for too long, and you've inspired me and helped me to realise I have so much potential to have a rewarding career in this life. So he's addressing his career and his work and wanting to do things differently. And you've brought that out of him because you help him to feel strong and capable. And he's saying that to you. Blessed career change is coming. My life is changing. So he's definitely working on other things as well. And he's saying, you're my warmth and my joy. True happiness is always with you. So you make him feel more positive, more empowered. You give him more strength and life force that makes him want to go through this change. Let me just get you in. I want to bring in the guy needs to bring the book in as well. What else does he want to say to you? I don't have enough money to be in a relationship. Look at that. So he may be really worried about money. And that's why he's dealing with his career, because he's thinking, I need to get more money, or I need to sort this all out so that we can have a great relationship. Okay, so maybe he feels like he's losing money where he currently is. It could be in his job, it could be in his current karmic relationship, whatever he's got going on. And that could be something that he's walking away from that could also affect his finances. So he's actually starting the week trying to get his finances in order. And that's what he wants you to know. So don't take anything personally if he's quiet or distant, because you're his warmth and his sunlight. But he feels like he's got to sort out his work and his career and his money. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. How will be June finances in June? Bucket mashes for June. How will your finances be in June? You're being divinely guided, and there's hope there. You've got the star. So things are going to get better because it's meant to be. Things are going to turn around. So with the wheel being there and the star, I feel that things are going to turn around in your finances. So you don't need to worry, okay? The more you worry, the more stressed you become. So what do you need to know about June? Look, the star, love that. So you got mirrored energy there. So you got the star card and you've got the star coming out. So that's showing you don't have to worry. Okay. Now, someone is also saying they love you. You have to trust the process. So you have to think who that is, okay? Because I'm sure you know. Someone is in love with you and they're saying trust the process, especially during the Cancer season. So Cancer season could be significant. Well, this could be a Cancer that loves you and they're thinking about you, nostalgia. So lots of thoughts are going to come up in your mind around June that may make you tremble. And this could also be fear that comes up as well. You know, you could be worrying about money and things like that, but the angels are asking you to trust the process in all areas of your life. And to trust the process, especially if you're single, because someone is in love with you and they are thinking about you and there is hope in this situation. I hope that helps, okay? Steph, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, any message from Zach and his karmic situation? So what's going on in his karmic situation? Wheel of Fortune, he's aware that he belongs elsewhere. That's with you. So he's seeing signs and synchronicities while he's in that karmic situation, going through unexplained events, which could be things happening, like things could be going wrong as well, because he feels pulled to you. He's feeling pulled in another direction when he's in that situation. So I love that the Wheel of Fortune's come out, because that's about him knowing that you are meant to be together, okay? So what is he doing about it? Ace of Wands, look at this. I am taking action towards you. So since March, he's been working on something and he's feeling a lot of passion and desire for you. So something is definitely shifted in that situation. The eclipse could be significant on the 12th of August. He wants to grow old with you and he said, I just can't seem to shake you. So yes, he may have tried to forget you, move on and all of that, but it doesn't work. So there's been a big shift in him around March time and he wants to be with you in the future. So what's your guidance at this time? What's your guidance? You're going to feel things moving forward from August. That's really interesting. Again, that's come up with the eclipse. So I feel the eclipse is significant in your connection, 12th of August. And you're saying, I'm ready to let go of the burdens of others. Okay? I'm ready to let go of the burden. So don't worry about this. Give it to God. Focus on doing you. There could be a big shift between August and October, especially in that karmic situation. Okay, that's when he could be wanting to release it. I hope that helps, okay? Emily G, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, with a message from D and a message from the dragons. Of course, let's do that first. So, what's the dragons? I'm sure I've got dragon cards here. Yeah, I have. What dragon is around you right now? You've got the fire and water dragon. Now, you may be connected with the elements of fire and water yourself. But this dragon is one dragon containing both elements of fire and water. Okay, enabling your life to flow with a loving force. So obviously you've got the flow of the water and the passion of the fire. It says prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. So I feel the guidance here is the more fun you're having, the quicker things move forward. Be more playful, enjoy the moment, because there's going to be a big unexpected change coming in. They're also giving me the word windfall. So this could be about finances as well. So what does D want you to know? What's his dark truth, okay? He's saying to you, I'm learning who I am. I feel like there's a reason we've been brought together, like we have a mission together. So you could be seeing white stags, and I want to be part of that mission. So I'm learning my lessons. And he doesn't want to lose you. And he's been feeling that very strongly since May, and he's taking back his power as we move towards Chariot season on the 21st of June to come forward. So you could have contact during the Cancer season, which I've been saying for a long time, haven't I? I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Feelings of A, love, may have a message. So how is A feeling towards you? He's saying to you, I'm planning. He was planning on doing something. He said, I want us to get together in person. I'm just afraid of messing it up with my stupid behaviour. So he's planning on seeing you in person. He's working out how he can actually come and spend some time with you. Okay, so you could be getting, that kind of request soon. Can I see you? Yeah, he said, I need emotional balance. Now, I feel that he wants to see you because that will give him emotional balance. But he's also reviewing his life to release himself from anything karmic or toxic to find peace. And he may want to tell you about that in person as well. So I feel he's going to reach out and say, hey, can we meet up or can I see you? Yeah, he wants a fresh start. He's planning on taking a leap. Inner child healing. So let me just see what the inner child card is for you. What's your inner child asking you to do? To love your life, to just enjoy being in the present moment, to embrace your life with love and gratitude because it's a gift, and to also see this relationship with him as a gift too. I hope that helps. Bina, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, may I know what's going on with my DM? What's going on with your DM? He's struggling because he's putting other needs before himself, and that's damaging him. This is in his karmic situation. He may be going through ascension symptoms. He's seeing sign synchronicities. The angels are on this because of divine intervention, and he's seeing numbers. Okay, the universe is speaking in code to him. We've got veins coming through here. So really what this is about is he'll feel it in his veins. You know what we say, I feel it in my veins that something isn't right or something doesn't feel good, or when he's in his karmic situation, and he'll feel in his veins that he's being pulled elsewhere, but the flow of joy and passion that circulates within his life, okay, that's what he's struggling with. So joy and passion, he may not be experiencing joy or passion. That's not flowing right. So he could be having vein issues. You know, vein issues could be like just a circulation problem. So he could be having hot or cold feet or hands. He could be having palpitations. He could have, I don't know if he's got any varicose veins, but he could be having issues with his veins. But I feel this is more like he's feeling it in his veins. He's feeling it in his core. That he's not really happy where he is because he's struggling. Because the Nine of Pentacles should be a lovely card. You know, about self-love, self-care, enjoying where you are. And I feel he's struggling because he's doing other things. He's got too much going on. Problems occur when there is stress, and stress related to a situation that feels hard and is no longer serving the self or the divine connection. So where he currently is in his life, it feels hard. So because he's stressed out, he's having issues, okay? Changes need to be made. Focus on bringing more joy and passion into your life and doing what you love. Now, this is really strange to give me this. I've got to keep this PG. But I feel that if there is anything going on, or if there is something in the bedroom, I don't feel he can perform. That's probably the best way I can explain it with keeping it PG. There's performance issues in the bedroom. Okay, because I feel that, and you did say something about you thought his wife was pregnant or something like that, or someone was pregnant, and I feel there's performance issues going on there. So, and that's stress related anyway. It's because he knows he doesn't really want to be there. So that could be causing a problem. I know it's not nice to think about that, but I don't think he can get it up really. Okay, so then that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with him. It just means he's with the wrong person. Okay, so he wants to walk away. So I'm afraid of losing everything I've worked for in my life, but I won't let you go, because he feels like he's built a life, and he's like, well, I've invested into this. It's going to be hard to walk away and start again, and that's his biggest fear. But he's not going to let you go. I hope that helps. Okay. Zoka, thank you for the donation. I read about my love life. Please have a great day, and you too. So what do the angels want you to know first of all? They're saying you already know. So whatever you're asking about, you already know inside in your intuition. And that could be about a specific person, or perhaps you've already received guidance and you just want it validating. Because the angels say you already know what's going to happen, or you can already sense it. Or you already know your truth. And it could be it's a time for a change, that something is changing in your love life. Or it's time for you to change something you're doing. Do something a bit different. So what does your inner child want you to know about your love life? Adaptability. This could be definitely about changing, doing things different. Be adaptable and flexible. Change is constant. So something is changing in your love life. And this could be how you're perceiving things, how you're responding, not reacting. Or you could be changing a pattern of behaviour. So for example, a pattern of behaviour is like continuously reaching out. And that doesn't serve you if it's not balanced, or trying to make something happen. So changing your behaviour is like becoming more flexible, which means more in the moment. Allowing things to unfold without needing to force or need anything to be different. Just loving life. Being adaptable, allowing things to happen the way God wants them to. Perhaps not the way you think they should happen. And whatever you're doing is the right decision. You've got progress here. So you're making a decision. It's the right decision to go for what you want. You don't need to be around like any competition either. And it's like you remembering who you are. So if there is competition, perhaps for a person, or if you feel you're an option or something like that, this is you making the right decision to do something differently, to choose yourself, to put yourself first, and to have a new beginning. You've got inner child healing there with the Fool. So it could be there's a new start coming in around the new year for you. You may feel that since March to July, you've been going through a shift or a change. So I feel as you come out of July, you're going to feel much better. You were never an option. And there's no need for you to feel you're in competition with anybody, or like you've got to strive to get anybody or get love in your life, because when you make the right decision to choose yourself and be more flexible, things will naturally move forward. That's what the angels want you to know. Let's get just one more card. You've got, again, same card here. So set your intentions, whatever they may be, and know the manifesting, and be grateful for the opportunities and blessings flowing into your life. This resonates with what we've just had, because you may be manifesting love now, and I feel December to April there's a time there with the Fool as well for something new to begin. So this could be a timeline for a new relationship that you're very grateful for. So I feel what you're manifesting now, in between now and July, is coming in December to April. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, I'm receiving messages from people I've lost track of. Is there a sign that Wes will message me where his messages for me? Well, yes, it can be a sign of that, because that was what your intuition is telling you, okay? And sometimes people can pop back up for closure and healing purposes, but also as we get closer to Mercury retrograde, people can pop back up around that time as well. So what he's doing is he's saying to you, in May, you were still healing deep wounds of abandonment. And I feel he's close to reaching out now in June. So obviously he's showing you he's healing those wounds. So these people popping back up could actually be triggering wounds within you that you are healing. And it's a sign of mirroring. So it's like you're being prepared for what's coming. So the people you've lost track of, it doesn't matter who they are, whether friends or lovers or whoever, they could trigger these wounds in you, because obviously you've lost touch with those people or lost track of those people. So they could be bringing things up in you that you need to heal first, okay? So what's this? Is it? So I feel it is a sign, yeah, because you've got to make your move with action. So I feel he is going to make a move towards you. And this is showing you that. So again, I love that you're becoming more receptive to what the universe is showing you, and that progress is happening. So he is going to make the right decision and make his move. And he's just got to recognise it's the right decision to do that. So you've got 3 coming through. So this could be 3 days, 3 weeks, over the next 3 months. Because remember, timelines are illusion, timelines are guidelines. So just allow things to unfold. But I do feel he's getting closer to doing it. But he's frustrated as well. He's very frustrated perhaps with himself that he hasn't yet made a move, or that he could lose you. So he's saying, don't pay attention to my moods, because I feel that one minute you may feel like he's on the verge of doing something, and then you feel him pulling back, okay? He's saying, I allow my physical world to affect me more than it should. I get frustrated at my life, and I know it needs to change, and I'm working on this. So be patient. So let's just bring one more card in for you. What's your guidance from the angels? It will happen at the right time. That's what the angels want you to know. So it is going to happen. He is going to take action, and it will happen at the right time. So until then, just breathe and be at peace. I hope that helps, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation. What is coming towards me soon? What's coming towards you soon? Well, patience is power, okay, for whatever you want. So you must be patient with the process of things, because I feel you're going to clear the air with someone. And this could be having a heart-to-heart conversation, sorting things out, getting things out in the open. And the answers are always within anyway. So go within for the answers. And I feel your inner self is telling you to be patient, because you are going to clear the air with someone. So that's what's coming towards you soon. Yeah, this person will follow their heart to you. Okay, because there's passion there. Someone you feel very passionate towards is going to clear the air with you. They're going to make a move and move forward, and it will be the right decision. There will be progress. Again, this could be coming in. We're in where we are now is in Gemini season. Between Gemini season, where we are now, over the next 3 months. So June, July, August. This is coming in within the next 3 months, okay? that you're going to clear the air with someone. Booking messages. So what have we got here? Let me just have a look. We've got colour in the hair and red hair. So I don't know if you're thinking of putting some colour in your hair. Okay, maybe put red in your hair. Okay. You've got 555. So there's some changes coming up. And this could be connected with an ex or someone from the past. Yeah, look, meet up soon because they miss you. So someone's going to ask to meet up with you because they miss you and I feel you're going to clear the air. Someone who you may perceive to be an ex or someone who's in the past. And this could be your twin. Okay, there's definitely changes coming through with 555. So I feel you're going to see that in the on the clock as well. This person could wear a leather jacket, or maybe the next time you see them, they've got a leather jacket on. Or maybe you wear a leather jacket and there could be colour in the hair, possibly red hair, and that could be you all then. I hope that helps, okay? Or you perhaps see someone with red in the hair or with red hair, but I feel it's red in the hair. So, for example, someone's got like brown hair and then they've got like a strand of red or something like that, and that could be a sign. It's not necessarily to do with you or your person. This could be like you see someone with that colour hair and it gives you a sign that something is about to happen. So you have to be aware of everything, okay? I hope that helps. Wish right now, thank you for the donation. DM's feelings. So what is he feeling? He said, I'm sorry. Okay, I miss you and I hope you can forgive me for all the things I've done. I know I've hurt you very badly with my words and actions, and I'm sorry. It was all because of my own insecurity and fear. So he is regretting things, and he's saying, I'm excited. So this is you're saying, what's his next action and when? I'm looking forward to our future. I just need to let go of the past first. Please wait for me. Now, that doesn't mean you wait around or you put your life on hold, especially with you saying, when, what's the next action and by when? Because it's like you need to know. You're thinking, so it's like you're not allowing the journey to unfold. So I still feel you are learning how to surrender because he's looking forward to the future, which means he is going to take action to be with you, but he's got to let go of his situation first, which is his girlfriend situation. That's why he's saying, please wait for me, be patient with me. And he's inspired as well to do this, but it's in reverse. So he's got to find the strength. And also what he's saying is, I could write a book about my experiences. One day maybe I will. So he could be a writer, he could have a book inside it. So one day he may write a book, okay? Even if that book is just for himself. But I feel what he's struggling with is taking action. And that's what you want more than anything else, okay? So what's going on in his girlfriend situation? So you've got to be patient with that action step. Instead of saying when, just be in the flow of things. So there's no trust between them, and he's having sleepless nights. So in that situation at this current time, he's having he's stressed. He's very stressed out because obviously he feels like he wants to deal with that situation. It's causing him havoc with his sleep pattern, so he's not sleeping very well. Lying awake at night, insomnia, nightmares, vivid lucid dreams, restless. So it feels like a bit of a nightmare at this current time because he wants to find his way out of that and he's putting it off because of his own fear. So what's your guidance? Determination. Have faith that he will do this, okay? Trust in him to do this. So stay determined and focused. Your efforts will pay off. So maybe work on your career at this current time. Is there a timeline for when he's going to take action? You're going to know in your intuition. You have an internal knowing. So I can't give you a when because it's not there. Because he's still holding back on finishing things with her because of his own fear. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Laurie Wu, thank you for the donation. Message from Orlando and Kevin, and will I make dollars this week? Will you make dollars this week? Okay, you've got raise your standards, you've got loyalty there. So the first thing that's coming through is, I feel this is more about what you're asking, because remember, the angels tap in with what you want to know and what you need to know, really. You know, because you may be wanting to know if you're going to make money, but really you're wanting to know more about your love life, if that makes sense. So obviously the angels tell you what you need to know, but I feel what you really want to know is what's going on in your love life. Oh, wow. Well, there you go, okay? So clearly I've got bracelet there. Somebody was protecting me there. Okay, so whoever's sending me psychic attack energy in the chat, just know the angels are all over that, okay? Just bear with me 1 second. My bracelet just broke. Okay, I'll put my grounding one back on. Okay. So that happens. And so that could also be, Laurie, that you need to shield yourself better. okay? Or you need to protect your energy a little bit more, okay? That's what you need to know. So I've just changed my bracelet there. Hopefully that won't happen again. I'm going to be finding beads all over the floor now after that. But I feel the message is there is loyalty there because you're raising your standards. So maybe you're raising your standards, which could have attracted Kevin in, okay? But there is, and this could be a fire sign as well with the King of Wands, okay? So there's a lot of passion there. So I feel there is loyalty there. What you need to know is, I feel Orlando is, he's loyal to you in his own way. But he may feel that you're raising your standards, which is why you could be connecting with Kevin. When I say raising your standards, I mean knowing your own worth, setting your boundaries down, not chasing, knowing who you are. Okay, so will you make dollars this week? You receive good news, success. So yes, the answer is yes, you're going to make dollars this week. There's good news coming in. This could also be opportunities for success, and there is loyalty around you. Let me just pull a card from Orlando and Kevin. So what does Orlando want you to know? And what does Kevin want you to know? So Orlando is saying to you, I'm focused on you, and I have a vision of being with you. So he's coming through as the King of Pentacles because he wants to come in correctly. He doesn't want to mess you around, hurt you, because he knows you've raised your standards. And he may even feel that Kevin is around your energy in some way. So he has a vision of being with you, but he's taking his time, okay? Regarding Kevin, there's hope there. He feels guided to you. You're being divinely guided. So you may feel like you're being pulled together for some reason. There's fear there as well. Let's bring in a child card in for both. So what's going on with Orlando? What's going on with Orlando and what's going on with Kevin? Kevin's thinking about adventure. So trust that. I feel you'd have adventures with him. He's thinking about perhaps where you can go, what you can do. So he's thinking about moving things forward. And what Orlando wants to do is bring more peace into the situation because he knows he's hurt you and let you down. So I feel the message is just trust that things are working in the right direction. I feel you're more likely to spend time with Kevin than Orlando at this current time because Orlando is more focused and more grounded. He could be busy with work as well. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. Hotel job message. Hotel job message. What do you need to know for the hotel job? You've got a fresh start, transformation, and be kind and loving. So in that hotel job, you may need to be like a mother role. So mother healing here, the Empress. So obviously this is being kind, being loving, being nurturing, dealing with the public, helping people out, that kind of thing. And there may be a transformation taking place during Scorpio season. So October, November could be significant for this. So there could be a new beginning coming into that role in some way, where you can be more kind and loving, or this could be you being somehow having more of a leadership role in some way. And maybe that's what you need in that situation for it to work, or it could be that you want a new start in that situation. So there is something ahead in there. Something's transforming in that hotel job. So business message. So it says, and this is the thing, you might need to be, there could be some dishonesty around you. There's a reason why there's some upheaval. You've got the Tower and the Seven of Swords. So, and this could be, again, what I pick up on constantly when I'm doing these kind of messages for you regarding the hotel business in your business or the hotel job in your business is you may need to be fully focusing on one thing. So it's like, instead of splitting your energy, you've got to focus on one thing. So give me a headache. So you may feel like your business is a bit of a headache at this current time, at least until the end of July, because there's upheaval going on. And there's some dishonesty causing problems. Now, I don't feel you're dishonest, but maybe you're worried about someone being dishonest in your business, or you may not be trusting people, or there could be some issues there. And it may be that you just need to be spending more time focusing on your business. Okay, because I feel you've got to make a decision. That's why there could be a fresh start coming in. So it may even be there in the hotel job. There's an opportunity coming for perhaps someone to take your role there so you can focus on your business. Will DM join me or girlfriends abroad? So you're thinking the worst. I feel you've got to move beyond the fear, because it says you're thinking the worst, thinking, is he going to join me or go with his girlfriend? So that's like thinking the worst. He's going to go with his girlfriend. So I feel you've got to focus more on Instead of thinking about what your masculine's going to do in your business, focus more on what you're doing in your business. Instead of making it about him coming to you or being with you in some way. So try and take your energy away from your divine masculine and focus more on things you're doing. Because I feel you're giving him more energy. You know, it's like what you focus on grows. So you're putting all your energy on him. And if you pull back and focus more on your life and your own journey and what you're doing, you'll find that he's more receptive to you. Okay, because I feel the messages you're thinking the worst about things. So start visualizing that he's going to be with you and spend time with you in your business. But I feel that you even need to detach from that. It's like the angels want you to detach from the outcome of needing something to happen, or overthinking, or focusing on his girlfriend, or just try and take your energy back and say, okay, at this current time, he's got a girlfriend. So I'm going to focus more on me and what I'm doing. Okay, so what's your guidance from your angels? Your angels are saying to you, respond to this with love. So, and that's really about looking on the bright side, you know, don't think the worst. Try and respond to everything with love, not fear. Recognize everything is happening to grow you and evolve and transform you. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, next question we're doing is for JL. Thank you for the donation. Morning, Liz. Any message from Agnes today? So what does Agnes want you to know? I'm realising, I know I've blocked our union. Now that could be an actual physical block, or it could be just pushing you away or sabotaging in some way. I know I've blocked our union, and I know I'm really blocking myself. So Agnes is aware that she's caused a problem in this situation. You know, that she's perhaps got in the way of things. So what else does she want you to know? Yeah, she's saying, I am yours, body, heart, mind, and soul. I belong to you, no matter how things seem in the physical world. So she's realising this. So what's your guidance? You may feel emotional, so you may be picking up on her emotions as well. And I feel she is also very emotional. I'm learning to harness the psychic power inside of me. So she is very psychic and intuitive, just like you are. And you are too. You're recognising that no personal situation has power over you, that you control your thoughts. And you're learning to observe your thoughts. They're saying absorb them and observe them. Like observe them and absorb them. And trust that everything happens for a reason with the Hanged Man. So I do feel she's tapping more in with her intuition. Yeah, she's releasing burdens. The angels say release your stress, because she's releasing the burden of the knowingness that she's blocked the union, yet she belongs to you. So what do your angels want you to know? What do your angels want you to know? You've got there is always a reason. So remember that when you observe your thoughts and look at it in a higher way, you remember there's always a reason for everything that happens. And this is what she's realising, because she's saying, I'm realising there's always a reason. I'm realising I've blocked our union. Now I'm realising all I was really doing was blocking myself from the best thing that happened to me. I hope that helps, okay? Corinne, thank you for the donation. Will I connect to the Divine Masculine this month, okay? Well, obviously you will, because you are already connected. What you're really asking is, are you going to connect in the physical world? But the thing is, you're already connected because you are one. So you'll be telepathically linked. You'll be receiving signs and synchronicities. So you're already connected, okay? But I think what you're asking is, will you connect with him, with this person in a physical way this month? So are you going to connect in the 3D this month? Well, there's still, I feel it's not necessarily this month. It could be between now and the end of July, because there's still soul growth taking place. So again, remember, you can't put a timeline on it. You've got to be flexible and adaptable. So there's still soul lessons being learned, so you can both become your greatest version, but you are creating magic. And you may start seeing 777. So I feel when you start seeing 777, that's going to be your sign that you're about to reconnect in a physical way. 7-7 could be significant, the July portal, okay? But it could be between now and the end of July. So I feel that you've just got to be flexible with the timeline. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen this month. It could well do. Okay, but I feel it's more likely to happen between now and the end of July, possibly around the 7-7, or July significant with us having 7-7-7. I feel it's like the angel saying July, July, July. So let go of the when, okay? Let's see what your masculine wants you to know. Because obviously there is lessons being learned. So, yeah, look, I'm learning who I am. I feel like there is a reason we've been brought together, like we have a mission together, and I want to be a part of that, so I'm learning my lessons. So remember, everything happens for a reason. Your masculine is learning the lessons now to be able to come in correctly. And if you've been a bit annoyed or frustrated or mad, what your person's saying, please don't be mad at me. I'm trying to change. I'm trying so hard to change. Okay, I'm surprised that you are stressing out about this because it will work out. I'm not feeling like you're stressing out because you put a smiley face at the end as well. But I feel it's more that what your masculine is saying is just let me come in correctly and at the right time, because that I'm trying hard to change and I want to come in right. So I feel if you give it time, it will all move forward correctly. I hope that helps. Okay, what we try to do as divine feminines is get in the way of it, wanting it too soon or too quickly. I hope that helps. Okay. Laurie, thank you for the donation. What do I need to know about my health and diabetes? Well, obviously, if you need to see a doctor, do that. You probably are already. What does Archangel Raphael want you to know? Listen to your body. So the treatment is, whatever's going on, listen to your body, because your body knows everything and your body will talk to you. You just have to quiet your mind to listen, okay? So listen to your body, and that also means doing what you feel is right for you. Doesn't matter what other people are saying or what other people are doing. What's your body telling you to do? What do you feel is right? And it may be that your body is telling you you need a break or you need a vacation, a holiday. Perhaps you're doing too much. You could be overdoing things. And that could be causing you a problem, okay? And make peace with it. So make peace with it could be making peace with what's going on. Saying, okay, I have diabetes. I'm going to make peace with that. I'm going to make peace with the fact that I'm getting older. I'm going to make the peace with whatever it is. So when you make peace with it, when you accept it, then it's able to heal. And it may be that you need to take a vacation, take some time off or time for yourself to make peace with whatever it is that's going on. So listen to your body. I hope that helps, okay? Saved by Grace, thank you for the donation, honey. Message from Chuck. So what does Chuck want you to know? Let's just see what Chuck's intention is. What's Chuck's intention? So Chuck is saying to you, I want us to get a dog or a cat, okay? So eventually, for example, when you're together, your person has had a vision of that because maybe they love animals. And this isn't necessarily a dog or a cat, it could be any animal. Okay, but I feel that's like creating a family with pets. So you may love pets, okay? He's saying to you, it makes me feel sick when I think about how much pain and suffering I've caused you. I'm sorry for treating you that way. It was wrong and you didn't deserve that. Please forgive me. So he definitely feels like he's made mistakes and it's eating him up inside, okay? That may be why he's thinking about getting a puppy or a little this saying, I don't know why that came in my mind, a little chicken, a little chick. But like a little, like I'm seeing like a baby animal, a puppy, a kitten, a chick. That's coming through for some reason. And the love is, my passion and love for you drives me wild. And this could also be about needing to make a decision. You know, he may need to choose himself to choose you. But I feel that he's feeling all the love and the desire. Okay? Let me just see if he's going through anything physical, because he's saying I feel physically sick. So he could be going through ascension, okay? And you may be going through that too. So we've got hair growth, feeling stronger, healed and ready to begin again. So I feel that this is about him. I feel the reason he feels bad is because he feels your strength. So I'm picking up on this as your strength. You may have been working more on yourself. Maybe you're feeling healed, more stronger. Okay, you're feeling more in control, wanting a new beginning. And he may be worrying that you're moving on, or he may be afraid of where you are, what you're doing. Because hair growth is actually about strength. So he feels like you're stronger now. And he knows he needs to apologise and come in. So I feel he's preparing to do something and make it right with you. I mean, this wants us to get a cat or a dog could also be a symbol of showing me of like giving you a gift. You know, like rebirth, like a puppy grows into something new and wonderful, like growth. So they show me that for a reason. Because I feel he wants to grow the connection with you. He wants to make it better. Because he can possibly feel that you're stronger now and you're moving on. So you're not going to put up with any BS. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Let's just move the chat down. We've got Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Umesh has taken a reading from me, what they discuss. Umesh had taken a reading from me for me, from me, what they discuss. I'm not sure, I don't know what you mean. Umesh had taken a reading from me. What did they discuss? Okay, I don't know what you mean, but the angels will answer your question, okay? So what do the angels want you to know? Trust your gut instinct. There's always a reason. So you've got to trust what you feel about what they've discussed, or you've got to trust your intuition on this. Okay? There is always a reason why. So whenever's happened, Umesh has taken a reading, well, that's happened for a reason. Okay? And what did they discuss? Your intuition is already telling you what they've discussed. You've got to trust your gut instinct. That's your message. I hope that helps, okay? Hey, Lizzie, great to see you, honey. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay, we've got Daisy Donna in the house. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Judy, thank you for using Milestone, honey. Hi, Liz, any guidance about my landlord property agents? I had issues with them weeks ago asking for clear communication. Their energy still comes through. So what do you need to know? Hey, Lisa. So delays are always necessary. Remember that the delay is always creating a way in some way, shape or form. So there needs to be a delay because you learn a lesson from it, or they are. And obviously you've had issues and that's created a delay. Okay. There's a blessing on the way you can't yet see. Okay. So I feel something good is coming from this. Whatever the delay is, there's going to be a good outcome. There's a blessing on the way. So you can't see it at this current time, but it will improve and get better, okay? Meditate for answers, go within. So the answers are always inside of you. And this could be about you relaxing, breathing, trusting the process more, giving it to God, trusting what you feel inside. But I feel whatever's been going on, there's going to be a positive outcome. Anything else you need to know? You've got a new relationship, Ace of Cups. Now this could be about you having a new relationship with yourself. So through this whole situation, you've been able to look at things differently and observe from a higher place and respond with love, not fear. Okay, so something is coming that you can get excited about. Now this could be about a change as well. It could be a new place, a new thing, something you're being guided towards that's new. Something perhaps you wouldn't do if it had gone smoothly or if you hadn't had these issues. So I feel the angels saying get excited because something is about to happen that's going to move you towards something good. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Just to let you know, if it seems like I'm rushing through the questions, I'm not. I've just asked Archangel Michael to give me clear, direct guidance today so I can speed things up a bit. Okay, because obviously I've been taking a lot of time and I've been on for 4 hours and I've got things to do as well and you've got things to do as well. And I want to answer as many people as I can in the time I've got. So I've asked Archangel Michael to be more clear with the messages today and I feel that's what's happening, okay? So you're going to hear exactly what you need to know. So Cece, what's the guidance for you? Thank you for the donation. Guidance on why my family and sometimes people around me at times act childish and impulsive. They just go like I don't feel like it, but if I do, then I get told off. Well, first of all, you're learning to respond with love in all things. So people trigger you, especially your family, to get under your skin. So you learn the soul lesson to not take things personally and to rise up and be the bigger person. So if people are acting childish around you, then obviously you be the adult. So what's your inner child wanting you to know about this? You've got inspirations. I feel you're actually more inspiring to people around you. And that's why you're perhaps seeing their childish side. Okay, because you're more aware that they are learning lessons and growing. And you've perhaps grown out of that situation. So you're looking at things in more of a higher way. That's why you're perhaps being a bit triggered by their childishness or their naivety. But remember, everyone is learning and growing in their own way. So seek inspiration and creativity and let your imagination soar. So this is also about you being more creative and inspiring. So you've got lessons to learn and things to do. So what else? You've got your manifestor, you're making things happen in your life. So I'm seeing you more of like a creator, an inspirer, someone who's making things happen. So I feel you're outgrowing certain people and things. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong because they're your family. It just means that you're recognizing that you're perhaps more spiritual than people in your family. And you're becoming more aware of that within your own awareness and within your own self. So what does Archangel Michael want you to know? Actually, they guided me to bring the Jesus cards in. Jesus wants to give you a message about your family. What does Jesus want you to know? Jesus saying to you, again, appreciation. Honour your human parents for they gave you life. Remember that God is your true Father in heaven who made it possible. When you get it right with God first, it will be right with everyone else. So as long as you've got it right with God, everything else will work out. And that's what you do understand on this journey, that we are created in a way by our biological parents, but they are not our true parents. Our true Father is God. And when you lose your parents, by the way, you recognise that even more. It's like I recognise now on such a deep level that Tony and Christine were my parents and I love them very much. But God is my true Father. And when you've kind of lost your parents in that way, or you lose family, you recognise that. And that's how you recognise that everyone around you is your family, brothers and sisters, people you don't even know. That's why it's so important to be kind and loving. I hope that helps. It's all happening to help you to respond with love, not fear. Miss Onions, thank you for the donation, honey. Let me just make sure I am where I am in the chat. There we go. Okay, so Miss Onions, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, can I ask about DM's feelings towards me right now, as he has been quiet the last week, so he's processing. Can I also get a card for me, please, and where I need to know any angel message I'm feeling lonely? Well, you're never alone. Remember, you have support. So, and weary, I'll be here again on Wednesday, so you're never alone. You're surrounded by love. So even though your masculine is currently quiet, he's watching you. He said, I'm your secret admirer. I'm watching your social media. I search for you online and sometimes try and be where you are. So he is watching you in some way, however he normally does that, okay? He is aware of you. And he's quiet because he's processing what he's feeling and thinking and perhaps what his next steps are. So he is aware of you at this current time, even if he's not in contact with you. And he's saying, there's a big shift going on within him and he's recovering from that. So he's saying big shifts are happening behind the scenes in my life and underneath the surface of my skin. Big changes are creating the way for our union. I feel like things are moving beneath me, around me, within me. You could also be having some dizziness, or you could be, something is coming, can you feel it too? So you'll feel like he's going to do something, you're going to feel that deep within. You may also see earthquakes. Okay, so you could be watching a film, for example, and the earth starts shaking, or there's an earthquake in that film, or you may hear about an earthquake on the news or something like that. But there's a recovery taking place. And I feel what's happened here is something's shifted in him and now he's recovering from that, and that's what he's processing. So it doesn't mean there's anything wrong between you. It means he's just stabilising himself a little bit. It says, I'm in recovery from my past behaviour, healing addictions and codependency. This is a new beginning for me. It's time for me to be free of the past, to take back my power. I'm healing. So he's going through a radical shift at this time, okay? So what's his intention? So he's saying to you, I will tell you the truth about how I feel, okay? And I will tell you the truth about what happened. So he is going to open up about perhaps why he's been quiet. Remember, don't take anything personally at this time. Don't force anything. Just focus on you. Because he's saying, I will make up for the past and all the things I've done. All the bad things I've done. So if he feels like he's hurt you, if you feel like he's hurt you, he's going to make that better. He's saying, I'm releasing the baggage that's weighing me down because I'm becoming who I was born to be. So he's stepping into his emperor self. So he may feel he's got burdens, he's carrying around baggage, things that don't serve him. And he's becoming the creator of his destiny, and so are you. And this is you at this current time. You're saying, I'm becoming the creator of my destiny. I recognise who I truly am. I am the empress of my own life. So remember, whenever upheaval is going on, there's always a reason. They give me fear. It's all happening for you to grow you. And it's happening for the connection. And you are coming up here as a magician, manifesting. So things are moving into place. So don't worry, okay? So your angel message, what does your inner child want you to know? Because you're feeling lonely. You've got integrity. Now, live your life with integrity and honour. Be true to your values. And when you do that, sometimes you can feel lonely because you move beyond the superficial. You worry about who you spend time with, and, you can be very isolated as a divine feminine because we're wary of who we allow into our lives, but that's good because it means you're operating into integrity. And I'm seeing this as you perhaps looking on the horizon because you can feel like something is coming. What else? I actually watched a video yesterday, it just popped up on my channel, about someone who's had a near-death experience and they'd sort of seen Jesus, and Jesus told them why women, or say, for example, the divine feminine, I'll take gender out of it, why the divine feminine, for example, experiences such pain. You know, and it's because we are the chosen ones. You've got to remember that. So look again. Look again at things and remember you're not lonely. You're never on your own. You're surrounded by love and support. You just have to ask the angels. And look again, because your masculine isn't ignoring you, is processing and working things out. That's what you need to know. Believe, have faith. You could be seeing 111 at this time as well. And have faith in your dreams. So you could be seeing 111, 333, 444, 222, 777, whether you could be in a manifester. I hope that helps, okay? Trinity of Truth, what a beautiful name. Thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. Will I get a moment of truth with Joe, or will it stay as hidden attraction? Let's see what his intention is. What's Joe's intention? I want to grow old with you. That's what he really wants. When he thinks about you and visualizes being with you, he sees a future. He said, I will make up for the past and all the things I've done. So he intends to apologize for perhaps keeping this hidden or keeping things inside. What's his dark truth? What's his dark truth? What's his dark truth? He's definitely wary about opening up. Yeah, he's thinking of you. I get nostalgic listening to music and think of you. You're on my mind. So it feels like he's doing a lot of thinking about you, but he's struggling with the getting it out. Okay, so he listens to music thinking about you. And music will remind him of you as well. So is there going to be a moment of truth? Yes, you receive good news. There's success coming in with the Page of Wands there. And you've got Know Your Worth magnetic. So the message for you is, as long as you're remembering your own worth and value, trusting in yourself and knowing what you deserve and not getting triggered by anything, then he'll magnetically come to you, because I feel he's pulled to you anyway. Just at this current time, you may struggle with being vulnerable. So what he's tending to do is sit around thinking instead of taking action. But there is good news coming in. And you know your worth, and that makes you magnetic. So you're the Queen of Wands in his eyes. So how he feels about you is a lot of attraction, a lot of desire and passion, which you know because it's hidden, but you can feel it. So I feel when the time is right, he will open up. I haven't got a timeline at the moment because it's kind of something he's planning on doing. So the angels say, ask Archangel Michael to shield you from perhaps any negativity, and ask yourself why you're asking this question. Because maybe you're asking this question because you're afraid or there's fear there, but I feel you already know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. It could be the frustration or the need for something to happen now that's causing a bit of a problem in your own mind. Because I feel if you ask yourself why you're asking this question, will I get a moment of truth? You know it's coming. Will it stay as hidden attraction? It can't. Okay, because desire always comes out. So I feel you've just got to trust the process. I hope that helps, okay? Bina, thank you for the donation. I may see him tomorrow and I'm feeling so nervous. Is it hurt? Is it love or passion? May I know his midnight thoughts for me? So, what's his midnight thoughts for you? Flying out, okay. So, first one is appetite. Now, you may feel, and you know, I've been picking up on this. I've transited a reading coming up on the channel, but I don't know if you've been feeling more hungry than usual. And I was like that yesterday, like I felt ravenous yesterday. And that's the word, ravenous. So I feel you may feel ravenous when you're in his energy, which means you're desiring him so badly. So I feel it is passion and desire. And it's that longing, that hunger for each other. Every little thing you do ignites my hunger. I want you now. So you may notice, maybe you see him eating. Okay? And this is about appetite, like he wants you, he desires you, and you're going to feel that too. And I feel what he's really wanting is to talk to you. You know, you've got pillow talk there, but I feel he really wants to talk to you. He's desiring that. So there may be an opportunity tomorrow where you actually get to talk. It could be in the break room, or it could be at dinner time, or, you know, lunchtime. But it could be around food. Food could be important with this, okay? And that's going to be a sign of the desire. And he said, I want to hear about your past experiences and your secret fantasies. So when he's actually lying awake at night, he's thinking about his desire for you, but it's not just about passion and fire for him. It's about talking and getting to know you better and know what makes you tick. But I feel you could have an opportunity tomorrow to connect during lunchtime or with some kind of food. It could be like on a break or something like that. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. Will all go well, the event at the wedding at the hotel next week. Visualise it going well, and it will. Okay? you've got reflection, working out what to do. So I feel this is really about you doing that. Reflect on it, see it going well. It will go well because that's what you're going to manifest. But you may currently be working it all out and reflecting on that. So this is like putting things into place. So will it all go well? Things are currently being put into place for it to go well. But if you visualize it going well, it will. Okay. What else do you need to know? Stop and take a moment to visualize that. And maybe cleanse your chakras as well, because that will help you to be more balanced when you go to this event or when you host this wedding or whatever it is you're doing. So cleanse your chakras and then stop and take a moment, breathe, visualize it going well and it will. Because the thing is, when your chakras are blocked, you struggle with manifestation. But I feel the answer is yes. Because you're going to stop, take a moment and see it all going to plan, work it all out, get it right, and it will go well. Why wouldn't it go well? I hope that helps, okay? Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Liz, last 6 months have been complete silence between me and P. Has he moved on? No. He hasn't moved on, okay? He will be dealing with his own stuff, just like you've been dealing with your own stuff, okay? Will he do anything about us? My friend said she thinks a new person will come. I don't want anyone else. Well, first of all, just be open to what the universe sends to you. I don't necessarily feel it's like, oh, a new person is going to come in. Your friend is probably saying that to make you feel better, or because she doesn't understand twin flames, or because she wants you to be happy, and she can perhaps feels like you're miserable in this situation. Okay, so I don't feel like she's saying, oh yeah, there's definitely someone new coming in. Look, what you need to understand is that union with P, if you feel he is your divine counterpart, union is possible for you in this lifetime. Solutions are coming to make that happen. So the reason these cards have come out is because you're perhaps doubting the connection. Well, I know you are, because you're saying, has he moved on? There's doubt there because you haven't spoke for 6 months, but that doesn't mean there's something wrong. It means that the universe knows the right time. And the thing is, this current time, you've been very busy with helping your mum and being there for your mum. So if P was in the mix as well, that would just complicate everything, and you perhaps wouldn't be able to spend the time with your mum that you've had to, because you've been able to spend that time with your mum for her healing as well as your own. So the timing has just been off, that's all. So the reason this has come out is because union is possible for you, whether that's with a new person or with P. Solutions are coming to make that happen. So you have to have faith in that, okay? So I feel that P is trying to find solutions in his own life and to move things forward with you. So look at this, you've been divinely guided. There is hope with P, and there's the start, this new beginning. So you've got to trust that you're being guided, the solutions are coming, that you're being guided back together. So what does P want you to know? I'm not intentionally ignoring you. I'm working out what to say and how to say it. So he is intending on breaking no contact, but you have to have faith in that. This Page of Swords is no contact, and the reason why it's happening is because of the reasons I've just said. For what you both going through, I feel it's definitely what you've been going through with your mum as well. So in the delay, in the silence, you've been overcoming your own ego with the devil there, and that's what you're doing, okay? But the angels say, it could never work out with anyone else because you're saying, I don't want anybody else, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what you've got to do is leave the past version of yourself behind, perhaps the version that was needy or craving or holding on. And when you let go of that version of you, everything moves forward. And you're saying, I know now why it could never work out with anyone else, and that sometimes scares me. So it may feel scary thinking, what if I'm alone, and what if it doesn't happen? But the solutions are coming to make it happen. Union is possible. So just kind of when your friend says that, say, I'm just open to whatever the universe sends to me. Instead of saying, I only want P, because that's very clingy. Okay, so instead say to the universe, or to God, Jesus, whoever you connect with, say P or someone or something better, please. I'm up for whatever you've got for me. And then you surrender the outcome and the attachment to it. But things will move forward with him when the time is right. I just don't feel the time is yet right. I hope that helps, okay? Sarah Rose, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, a message from my DM, please. So what does your DM want you to know? I feel this is the main card. He's planning something. No matter what these cards are, I'm going to check them as well. But he's saying I'm planning. So he's definitely planning something. He said, I fantasize about showing you off to my family and friends. I want everyone to see us together and how happy we are. I'm so proud of you. So he's definitely proud to be a part of your life. And he's saying this to you, I want everyone to see us together. So he is making a plan. I feel this is more about fantasizing, visualizing, wanting to be with you. And he's saying, I feel you. I've been feeling you're close to me at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? So he definitely feels connected to you. And he is jealous of other people as well. He could be dealing with jealousy wounds, because he's actually said, I wonder what you're doing. I'm jealous. I'm wondering if you're spending time with anyone else. I want to tell you how I feel. I wonder what you would do if I did. And he's interested. I know that you are focused on other things, and it makes me curious about what you're doing. I want to share your dreams. So you may be dream sharing at this time, but I feel what he wants you to know is he's a little bit jealous and curious that you could be with someone else or what you're doing, because he knows you're focused on other things. It's very likely you've pulled your energy back and you're doing you, okay? And so he's planning on doing something, and he's feeling your energy even more, but there's a bit of jealousy there. So what else is going on with him? What else is going on with him? Yeah, vision. I'm focused on doing this right. I'm focused on what I want, and that's you. And I have a vision of doing this right, but he's slow moving towards you. So I feel at this current time he wants to take action, and he's planning on doing that. However, okay, there's a little bit of ego there as well, jealousy, fear, perhaps trying to figure out what you're doing. So he could be watching you on social media. Yeah, he said, I'm not intentionally ignoring you and working out what to say and how to say it, because you're everything I could ever want. So he is watching you, and he's going to come in with the truth, okay? So he will break no contact, or he will communicate when the time is right. You just keep doing you and believing in yourself. Let's get just one more message for you. The angels say, focus on service and learning to give to yourself what you need, where we currently are in June. And it's the same card that just come up for him, so you're mirroring there. Okay, I know that you want to treat me right. Okay, so you do know that, and that's worth waiting for. You do know as well that your future is being guided, so you are aware that you have a mission here together that you're meant to be, and you know that love is the ultimate goal, so you know you're going to be together. So I feel this about you trusting what you already know. I hope that helps, okay? Lizzie, thank you for the donation, honey. Will my right breast and body be healed? Said I have stage 2. So I'm sending you so much love and healing, honey, okay? So things will fall into place, okay? So between now and the fall, so between now and October, feels like there's a healing coming in. And you may also be receiving that message in your dreams as well. Okay, so you could have a dream where you're healed, or where you get the all clear, okay? And it says balance and justice for the highest good of all concerned. So I feel there'll also be balance. And this could also be with your right breast as well. It could be about balance. So, when I'm connecting with that there, I feel this is about you feeling that there is balance in your body. Okay? Not like something is taken away and you feel like there's nothing there. Okay? So the message coming through is talk to your body. Talk to your body. Ask your body how it's doing, what it needs. I know it's a weird thing to say, but it really does work. Your body will communicate with you. So talk to your body about this. And this could also be about the relationship you have with your body. Especially because you've got these things going on in your body, so you need to get it right with your body. So, okay, this is going on. We can deal with this. It's okay. I'm still me. Loving yourself. And this could also have occurred because of your relationships as well. Sometimes breast issues can occur when there's an overgiving happening. When you are overdoing. And this can be in any relationship. I'm not just saying it's about your love relationship, like an actual like romantic relationship. This could be about if you're loving children too much, or if you're loving people too much and it's not equal, it's not balanced. That can also cause issues with the breast, okay? And you've got eye tests. So eye tests about seeing things clearly, looking at things clearly. And that may also be causing a problem, because again, if you've got issues with your breast, this may be how you're looking at your body. So you're giving yourself an eye test in a way. It doesn't mean you've got to have your eyes tested. Take that, it resonates with you. If you do know you've got some eye issues, then obviously get that seen too as well. But this is more about looking at things clearly and look at your life. So this is all happening to give you a new perspective on your own life. Thinking, well, do I love the relationships I'm in? Do I love the relationship with myself? Am I talking to my body enough? They're giving me fear. There's fear there, so release fear. So I feel the angels saying things will fall into place. So it feels like there is a recovery or healing coming in as we move towards October, November. You may have already received a message about that in your dreams, which I feel you're going to if you haven't already. And it's about balance and justice for all. And I feel the highest good of all concerned is coming in. So I feel that what's meant to be will be. Okay? So I can't say for definite, it's all going to be how like healed and wonderful with no issues, because I feel you're learning the situation. Let me just give you the affirmation you can use. I feel things are definitely healing as you move forward, okay? So I just want to bring up the affirmation you can use for your breast, okay? I can find it in here, hang on a minute. When I'm looking for things, I can never find them. Oh, there we are. So affirm, I take in and give out nourishment in perfect balance. And think about the breasts. The breasts are balanced, aren't they? That's what I'm saying. Issues occur when it says represents mothering and nurturing and nourishment. So if you're over-giving, that's when it can cause issues in the breast. So affirm, I take in and give out nourishment in perfect balance. Because the breasts are about nourishment as well, milk. So that's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? And I'm sending you so much love, okay? Judy, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, can I also get messages for my DM and guidance, please? So what does your DM want you to know? So your DM is saying to you, I'm frustrated. So you may be picking up on that, okay? And that could also be intimate frustration, desire, wanting you, longing. But he's saying, don't pay attention to my moods, because you may feel these moods. You may feel up and down. I allow my physical world to affect me more than it should. I get frustrated at my life and I know it needs to change, and I'm working on this. And I want to tell you that. I want to tell you how I feel about you. I wonder what you would do if I turned up at your door. You can expect me. So I do feel he wants to make a move and come forward, because he is interested. And the thing is, he's more interested since you've pulled back. Because he said, I know you're focusing on other things, and it makes me curious about you and what you're doing. I want to share your dreams. I want to know what you're going through. So remember, the more you pull back, the more curious he is, and the more likely he is to take action. So what's your guidance at this time? Page of Cups. You're going to feel the messages on the way. So he's going to reach out to you because you've pulled back. And you're going to feel that message is coming. You're going to sense it in your intuition. So a communication is coming at the right time. Anything else you need to know? Release all blame to heaven. Whatever it is you're thinking about or struggling with, give it to heaven in exchange for peace. Don't take anything personally, because it's going to be okay. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Gypsy, thank you for the donation, honey. Is Jerry thinking about me this week, and what's the message? So what's Jerry want you to know? What's Jerry want you to know? I'm trapped in a situation of my own making, and I'm trying to find a way out, and I have a decision and a choice to make, but I'll always choose you. So it feels like between August to July next year, he's working on releasing a situation. That's what he wants you to know. Now, forgive me there as a timeline, because he's obviously got to come up with some kind of solution here, and he's learning, and he's watching you as well. So he's saying, I am your secret admirer. I am watching you. I'm watching you on social media, watching for you online, trying to be where you are. So he is trying to find out what you're doing as well. And he said, I've grown up since our last encounter. I've been working on me to become someone you can be proud of, to release whatever this situation is. So I've got a timeline of August to July as him choosing himself that leads to you. So that's your union timeline there. That's why it's so big. Okay, so August to July, but between now, like August this year, in July 2027, that's your union timeline. But he's got to free himself from something first. Now, that could be his own fear, or it could be a karmic situation. So you take that, it resonates with you. But really, it's about him choosing himself that leads to you. That's the message. So anything else you need to know? You've got things that are going to happen quickly. So when you don't expect it, something's going to happen, and you're going to start the next chapter of your life. So remember, I talk about how one day you're single, the next minute you're in union. It's going to feel that way. And if you've got any of your own decisions you need to make, then that's obviously what you're doing in the meantime. But you definitely got this new chapter coming in between August this year to July next year. I hope that helps, okay? Sophia, thank you for the donation. What's coming for me and A? What's coming for you and A? Well, what's the message for you first? Well, you may be going through a tower, but that's actually going to move things forward, okay? So, because I feel like you want him to tell you how he feels about you, and that's what he's going to do. So whatever the tower is or whatever the chaos is at this current time, that's happening for the highest good. So the angels say everything is happening for your highest good. Any tower moments, any chaos, changes are happening to move things forward. Find peace with that, okay? Because he's going to tell you how he feels. So what's coming, he's going to tell you how he feels about you. And any blocks are going to be lifted to bring your dreams in. Now, this could be something that happens around September or between now and then. Because I feel there is a block in the way at this current time that's going to be lifted to make your dreams come true. So your wishes are going to be fulfilled. So what's coming in? Wishes fulfilled. He's telling you how he feels about you. Things are going to move forward. Anything else the angels want you to know? Anything else the angels want you to know? You've got don't take anything personally. Rise above the ego. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. A message DM to take up the event liquor order, Willie. Okay, what do you need to know? Breathe, okay? So breathe, relax about it. And again, if he doesn't, don't take it personally. Whenever it happens, breathe through it, okay? So I feel the message relax, okay? Will he take up this liquor order? You've got burdens. He may be too burdened, okay? Release your stress and your burdens. That couldn't be about you just letting go of the outcome and knowing that if he does or he doesn't, it's okay. Don't take it personally if he doesn't. But I feel he may be a bit too stressed. He may have too many things going on. So he may say to you, I can't, I've already got too many burdens. I've already got too many things I'm doing. Or even if he does take it on, he may feel burdened by it, okay? So this is also about you perhaps looking for other people to fulfill these orders. So maybe think, okay, why am I going straight to him to with this, okay? I'm not saying there's anything wrong, because you're perhaps thinking, well, I want to give him the work before anybody else, so I want to give him the chance. But I feel if he doesn't, don't take it personally, because it could be, because I'm getting both things coming through, because he may feel obligated, but it may feel like a burden to him. So maybe a burden he feels like he doesn't need at this current time. That's what I'm picking up on. I hope that helps, okay? Michelle, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, can I get a message from Mohammed? So what does Mohammed want you to know? He's saying to you, I'm surprised and I'm learning who I am. So he's saying, please don't be mad at me. I'm trying so hard to change. Now, I don't feel you're mad at him. He's probably mad at himself because he's trying to change and it's taking longer than he thinks. And I feel he wants to surprise you. I feel like he's surprised that you still love him or want him. That's also coming through. It's like he's in awe at the fact that you love him. He's like, why? You could have anyone. I feel like there is a reason we've been brought together, like we have a mission, and I want to be part of that, so I'm learning my lessons. I'm learning who I am. And I do feel like he's very surprised that there's no one snapping you up, because in his eyes, you are hot property. Remember I talk about that hot property? Yeah, timing. It's the timing. Timing just isn't right, that's all. So he's saying to you, my vision and my focus is on doing this right. Now, Sagittarius could be significant, or Sagittarius season could be significant. Okay, so December time, November, December. He's saying everything in life is about timing. We met at the right time and we will reunite at the right time. We will meet up at the right time and we will be in a relationship at the right time. We were born to be together, and I trust that at the right time, everything will work out for the highest good of all. We will have our time, and it will be at the right time for everyone involved. So he's really getting it across that the timing is off, but it may be around Sagittarius season. That's why he's saying don't worry. Please don't worry about me or about us. I'll find my way. It's part of my purpose and mission to do so, and we are fine too, even if it seems otherwise. Our bond is unbreakable and undeniable. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. Does he want to be a man for me? Yes, of course. I mean, it's already come through, okay? It's just what you think is. He's giving that to his wife, and you're like, why? So really, it isn't about him at all. number one, it's about you needing to give to yourself. So you don't need anyone to provide for you. You don't need anyone to protect you. You don't need anyone to be giving you all these things, because you're able to give that to yourself from yourself and source, okay? Yeah, because it's your own abandonment issue. Because he's already telling you he wants a fresh start with you and he wants to put the past behind and have a new beginning. But it's about you need to heal your own abandonment wounds. And the thing is, you can't expect someone else to rescue you or save you or be everything to you, because then you'll always feel dissatisfied, or you'll always feel like someone isn't showing up right, or you've got to give that to you. It's not his job to give you all of that. And you might think, well, it is if he's married to me. But again, it's about putting rules down and conditions. You've got to understand that we are separate for a reason in that way. Like when you're not separate, obviously, because you're one. What I mean is, we're all in separate bodies. Like if you were meant to completely be with someone fully in that way, you'd have been born together, as one person, not two people. So it's about you learn to find all of that you're wanting from him, from yourself and God. You've got to remember that, okay? So what you're experiencing at this current time is your own fears and struggles. I think, yeah, but you weren't, that's why, the reason that happened is so you went your separate ways, okay? Because there needed to be lessons learned. If he was treating you right and everything was wonderful, you wouldn't have ever gone into separation. He wouldn't have gone into that situation. You wouldn't have, that's the thing. Yeah, but that's how it was in the past, and that's what you've got to release. So if you're still holding on to those fears, then he won't be coming back anyway. You've got to heal that first. Recognize it's not his job to make you feel amazing and wonderful, because it's your job. When you're feeling that way, he will be giving to you. It's nobody's job to make you happy, Ashwini. Happiness is an inside job. Okay, when you get it right with yourself in that way, your cup will be so full, everything else overflows. Because imagine this, he's around you, but he's annoying you, okay? And you're like, why is he annoying me? It's because you're annoyed at yourself, okay? That's what you've got to remember. You've got to sort yourself out first. Because he's already told you he wants to make up for the past, and it's about trust. You've got to trust him to come in correctly. So you gain your strength and power from above. That's what you're being shown, which is really what I've just said, okay? So understand that delays are necessary for divine timing. That's what the angels want you to know. These delays, everything that's happened has happened for a reason, to grow you and evolve you. The reason he didn't treat you right in the past is because you weren't meant to stay together. You had to separate to learn your lessons. That's what you need to remember. And you know that anyway. You've got your own YouTube channel. These are things you already know. If you're passing guidance on to other people, these are things you've got to know within your own self. Okay? So your power comes from within you and above you, not from around you, not from another person, but from the connection you have with God. And the thing is, what God does is this, okay? And this is so true. When you're completely obsessing about another person, and that's all that you can think about, you lose track of who you truly are. And you lose your faith. So God creates that split so you can actually get more in touch with your faith and your truth, and connect more with you, remember yourself, and you connect with God. It's like God saying, okay, you forgot me, so you need to get back to that. Okay, because you can be so obsessed with the journey that you forget everything. You forget your family, your friends, you forget your career, you forget everything. So this is the opportunity now for you to do you. And to enjoy you, not just be like, oh, I can't survive until I'm in union. If you make it all about union, then you're going to be unhappy for the rest of your life. It's got to be about working on you. Maybe yeah, but that's what I mean. That's your lesson. And you can't blame him for that. He's just triggered wounds in you. That was his job. That was his mission. That was part of his purpose. So it's about you recognizing when you don't abandon yourself, you can never feel abandoned by anybody else. So you may feel like the whole world's abandoned you, but God will never abandon you. And you'll never abandon yourself when you love yourself. That's why you've got to love you. When you get it right with God and you, self and source, everything else works out. Think about Adam in the garden. Adam in the garden was on his own, okay? And he didn't feel like he needed Eve, but God gave him Eve because he was so content with himself. Okay, so what does Adam want you to know, the first man? Taste. Enjoy everything you're doing in life. It's about tasting life, okay? Enjoy each moment. Think about what Abraham Hicks says, okay? See this life as delicious and wonderful and tasty, okay? Enjoy the sensation of food on your tongue and the way it feels to be satisfied when you eat and drink. And this isn't just about food, it's about life itself, tasting life. Experiment with food and enjoy every morsel. Let the experience of each mouthful be a gift. So Adam's talking about food, but he's really talking about life. Experience life. Enjoy the sensation of life itself. Enjoy each moment. Maybe you enjoy food, or you're a good cook, or this could be something you're experimenting with. And the thing is, I feel that maybe your twin really likes your food. And maybe, that as well, when you're perhaps focusing on filling his stomach up, obviously he's going to be filling you up in other ways. The food is a way to a man's heart, as they say. Okay, I just bashed my hand up then on the wall. Okay, so this is about not beating yourself up about the past. Okay, I just banged my hand, that hurt, that did then. So it's about releasing all the pain inside about what's happened in the past. It's gone cold as well. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, so next question we're doing. I'm probably going to have a bruise there. That hurt then. I don't know if you heard that noise, but I actually punched a wall, or maybe he's punched a wall. Well, that's about releasing stress and anxiety, that is. That's the hands. It's about wanting to reach out and touch something. That's why you've got taste coming through. Okay, we've got Micah, thank you for the donation. May I get guidance for this week, please? So what's the guidance for you for this week? Focus on service, giving, being loving and kind, career, community, whatever makes you feel good and puts you into a higher vibration, because a message is coming. So if you're waiting for a message, focus on service, and then you'll be so involved in what you're doing, that message will come in. So you could get a spontaneous message coming when you're focusing on service. You could also receive a message through service. You could be focused on service and then you receive some kind of message from your angels or from the higher power, because this now is a not now. So if it's not happening in this moment, it doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It means it's not now for a reason. There's a delay for a reason. So focus on service. Anything else you need to know for this week? You've got feeling trapped, self-made prison. So anytime you perhaps go into your ego or your head, or you go into fear or doubt or worry, remember it's only a self-made prison. You can escape that anytime through focusing on service, because service puts you into a high vibration. It helps you to feel better. Okay? And remember, you're building a solid foundation through everything you're doing at this current time. So if you feel confused or you don't know what's next, or you're getting a bit stressed out with anything, focus on service, because it raises your vibration. Whenever I go through wobbles in my own journey, I just come in here and do some work. Or I come in here and sit on the floor and, just feel the energy of God around me. And that pushes me out of my own ego. I hope that helps, okay? Universe, thank you for the donation, honey. I accepted his request last night. He said he is not married. I said I missed the guy he was the one I fell in love with. He said that guy is gone and now he is a player. And he messaged, well, I feel that really, he's not in the right energy for you, is he? Okay, because you want commitment from him. So this is really your learning to set your own boundaries down, because you're still accepting him when he's in this, kind of negative energy. So you're still going round and round in a circle, in a way, or a cycle. You're learning to break a pattern. So really, this is about you being able to say, I honour myself enough to stay away from him until he can come in correctly. Because if he's telling you he's a player and he's saying he isn't married, but he is married, or there's a lot that's unknown there, you've got to respect yourself enough to walk away. So I feel that you've got, and this doesn't mean you block him or anything like that, but it means you say to yourself, okay, I love this person, but I know that he's not in the right energy at this current time to be in my life. That's why he said I missed the guy he was. Okay, so he's clearly going through a big dark night of the soul at this time, and he needs time away from you to be able to heal. He is sorry. Don't get me wrong, he is sorry. And she probably does know about you as well. Because he's saying, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down. But the big red flag there is he's saying he's a player. He said that guy is gone and now he is a player. So if he said himself he's a player, then obviously he needs to go and sort himself out, because you're not wanting to be around a player. You want to be with someone who can be monogamous and someone who can be with you right and treat you the right way. So, but he's sorry he's let you down. And he's saying she knows about us. How can she not? You are the one I want. I am being careful. I have to do this the right way. So you've got to ask yourself the question, is he being honest with you about that? Because you did say that he got a ring and he was married and all that. And if he's saying he's not married, is he just saying that to be on your good side? But I feel she does know. She is aware of this. She's aware that you are, he's interested in you, or he's speaking to you or reaching out to you. Look at that, Ashwini. Can you see where I've just banged my hand up? That's going to bruise, that is, okay? It's not good, is it? What else, okay? Look at this, walking away, goodbye. This is what I feel you need to do. So I feel between now and August, you're working on saying goodbye in your own way. It doesn't mean you move on and it's over for good. It means you've got to respect yourself enough now to pull yourself out of that energy, and give me a block in the throat, while he's doing whatever he's doing. Because I don't feel he's good for you in this current energy. So you've got to say, right, I'm walking away, I'm saying goodbye, until he's perhaps able to show up correctly and be all in with me the way I deserve to be treated. That's what you're being guided to do. That's what I need to share with you anyway, okay? Let me just see what your inner child wants you to know. Compassion. So yes, have compassion, but that doesn't mean you get walked on, okay? Show compassion to yourself and others, kindness matters. So yes, be kind and have compassion, but also be aware if he is operating in a lower energy than you. That doesn't mean you have to stick around or be in touch with him just because he's your twin flame if he's in that lower energy. He is fed up and miserable and depressed and angry. And he is also very intimately frustrated as well. So I don't feel he's getting what he needs where he is. Otherwise, he wouldn't be messaging you anyway. Okay? And he's saying, look at this, divorce, moving out, legal battles, custody battles, property disputes, ending a karmic cycle. So there is a divorce message there. So perhaps he is thinking about ending that marriage. I mean, he's saying he's not married, but you're saying he is. So I feel you've got to perhaps decipher what your own truth is. But I do feel that he needs to end this karmic cycle for you to be together. And this could be something he's doing between now and August time. So maybe you say to him something like, go and sort yourself out. And when you are ready to have an honest and open conversation with me, and when you feel you've moved beyond your player tendencies, come and see me, or something like that. But I feel you've got to put your own boundaries down here. I hope that helps, okay? Ethereal Seeker, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, may I have a message from the angels about my DM and about my new studies for a new career path? So what does your DM want you to know? What does your DM want you to know? So your masculine is saying to you, I do want you and you do matter, okay? So I can't help wanting you, and I want you intimately. Your energy excites me and your body and mind turns me on. I want you, and right now I don't care about anything else. So whatever he's got going on in his life, he doesn't care about those things. He cares about you, and you matter to him. And he also wants to come in and bring the friendship back as well. So I feel he's missing talking to you, missing the friendship between you. He said, our friendship matters to me, and I hope we can work on bringing this back and better than it was before. But I feel ultimately what he wants you to do is he does want to be with you, and you do matter to him, no matter how he's acting. And sometimes he gets so primarily, intense about his feelings, he can't think about anything else. He takes over. And he's saying things are not always what they seem. So try and look beyond the physical circumstances, because he may have a choice to make or a decision to make. Remember, it's not about you and someone else or you and something else. It's also him choosing himself. It's always about him choosing himself. Because he's saying, my passion and love for you drive me wild. So his desire and his passion is for you, not anybody else, no matter how it seems. But there is a block in the way that he needs to release, okay? So what do you need to know about that? you're building a solid foundation no matter how it seems. So focus, and this could be about your career as well, because you're saying, what about my new studies and career path? You're going to build a solid foundation doing that, and you can feel confident and successful doing that, because the 6 of Wands is about career. It's about moving to the next level. It's about some kind of promotion or feeling good about what you're doing. I feel that that's what's ahead. So at this current time in June, you're perhaps feeling confident and successful about this. You're feeling good about this new career path. And I feel between now and April, you're building a solid foundation in that. So I definitely feel it's the right thing to do. And the angels are showing you that's all working out. So between now, June and April, this is when you're going to start seeing the results of that. And that will also put you into a confident energy, which makes you more attractive to him as well and pulls him in. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. Siddharth's intentions for me. So what are Siddharth's intentions? Well, first of all, he wants to become a better version of himself. And he said, I intend to do the right thing from now on. So his intention is to do the right thing. So if he hasn't done the right thing up to this point, from now on, he intends to do that, okay? What else? What are his Siddharth's intentions? To bring a blessing in some kind, to move towards you in some way. Abundance as well as about making money or creating things in a very creative way or abundant way. So this is like moving things forward. That's what I'm feeling. It's like he wants to move things forward with you or connected with you in some way to bring some kind of blessing in. Now, this could be between December and April where the opportunity is there for this to happen. But it's like he doesn't want to block this. He wants to move it forward. He doesn't want to take from you. He wants to give to you. It's that kind of energy I'm picking up on. And that's the right thing. So if you feel like in the past he's taken from you or he hasn't been a blessing in some way, then he intends to change that to move things forward. But this may not be possible until December and April. So maybe working on something now that he's able to give to you between December and April. I hope that helps, okay? Panthera, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, can I please have a message from my DM? What are his feelings towards me in our situation? He is in a karmic marriage. So what's going on in that situation at this time? So, yeah, the thing is, there could be something going on at this time. There is giving him like a moment of happiness that doesn't last. And this could be connected with going somewhere or doing something. So what he's saying is, I try and convince myself everything is normal, yet I feel miserable inside. Okay, there's moments of happiness that don't last. So moments of happiness is like having a nice breakfast and it feels all nice, but it doesn't last, does it? Or say, for example, if they've got kids, and I don't know if they have got kids, I don't need to know, but it's just an example. One of the kids does well and he feels good about that and it doesn't last, okay? So those are moments that are going on. And when this came out, it was in reverse or, kind of like that. So it wasn't directly in reverse, but it was kind of moving in that way. So I feel like his happiness, it's that like there has been happiness there in the past, but it definitely did not last. And at this current time, he may be finding moments of happiness. I definitely don't feel that with the person. It's more in the situation, the comfort zone. But those moments don't last anyway. And this could be like using distractions to mask the problem. And this could definitely be what he's done in the past. So he could be also letting you know what he did in the past was distract himself with things like moving or moving furniture around or going on a trip. I mean, that's the thing. It says going on a trip and there's a plane there. So can you hear that plane? Don't know if you can hear that, but it's so loud there. And it was like, it got my attention. Couldn't see because it's super dark here it's cloudy today, but I heard it then. So going somewhere, so for example, a moment of happiness could be going on a holiday, but it doesn't make him satisfied. So that could be what he's doing, okay? Or planning something, but I feel he wants out of that anyway. So what he's saying is, any moments of happiness I seem to be having in that situation, they just don't last. I try and convince myself everything is normal, using distractions to mask the problems, but I feel miserable inside. Okay, so he's miserable in that situation, even if he seems to be happy on social media. And he's saying, I am making it happen. So he is going to end that. He is making that happen. So if he's told you he's leaving or whatever he said to you, he is going to make that happen. He has a vision of doing that, okay? So what's your guidance? He's saying that you feel a message is on the way. So you know that if he is quiet, then it's not going to last for long. He is going to communicate with you. And what you'll learn in this situation is to not take anything personally. That no personal situation has power over you because you control your thoughts. So obviously the devil is like the fear, the obsession, the ego. And you're learning to overcome all that through this situation, learning that there's no competition, that there's nobody like you. There's fear there. And also you're learning to put your own boundaries down as well while he is in this situation. Because when I'm looking at these cards, it showed me he's still there, okay? And he's saying he is in a karmic marriage. So what else is going on? Yeah, this card's come out for you because he wants you to know that these moments of happiness he's having is not with her or with this karmic partner, okay? Because it's like no real attraction to each other with his karmic partner, lack of self-confidence. So he may just feel low, and that's another reason why he's perhaps struggling to end it. Because you give him confidence, obviously, but he may feel like in that situation he's got no confidence because he's got a lack of confidence there because he's been stripped of who he used to be. And he's longing to be desired. And obviously you desire him. He feels undesirable and old there. So he could be struggling because of his lack of confidence to make a change. Because it's that fear of, what if I leave or what if I change and I'm left all alone and you don't want me then. It's all those fears coming up. So I just want to see what his karmic struggle is, because I feel he wants to leave and he is going to do it, possibly over the next 3 months or between now and March at the latest. But I feel what he's struggling with is that he feels undesirable and old. And obviously you make him feel desirable, and this doesn't matter what he looks like, what job he does. He could be the most gorgeous person in the world. I know who he is, but inside he does not feel that way. Okay, and that's going in the way of him making this decision. It's financial as well. There's something financial going on. He wants out financially. So he could be stuck financially, and that's also what's in the way, okay? And we like doing different things. So him and the his missus, his wife, they like doing different things. So they haven't really got anything in common. It's financial reasons he's still there. That's the main reason he's still there. And that's what he's dealing with and making it happen. But I feel he may convince himself at times everything's okay when it isn't. That's what's going on, okay? Let me just bring in a message from him to you. What does he want to say to you? He's saying, I'm afraid. So he's afraid. It's fear. And it's fear of you walking away. It's a fear of him leaving everything behind that he knows to have a new beginning. And then you turn around and say, I don't want you anymore. And that's not going to happen. That's his fear. And he said, I walked away, but I intend to come back. My concern is, will you be there when I do? Because I was running from myself. So he walks away to deal with his situation. And he does worry about if you're going to be there. So again, that's an abandonment wound. So he does want you and he is making it happen. It's just his fear in the way. And that's delaying things, because that can delay things and push the timeline out. So, for example, he could think, right, I'm going to leave today, but then he goes into fear and it gets delayed another day and another day and another day. That's why they give me March as the furthest timeline out for him making it happen. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. What action shall I take in case of filing a case? What does Jeremiah want you to know? What action should you take, okay? So ask Archangel Jeremiah. I couldn't get a better card coming out. And you've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 archangels here. So this is the action to take, okay, in prayer. Ask Archangel Jeremiah and he will alchemize it. Ask Archangel Raguel and he will harmonize it. Ask Archangel Raphael and he will heal it. Ask Archangel Michael and he will protect it. And God will oversee it. So the action you need to take is prayer. Okay, and then you'll be guided what to do. Because the angels will show you what to do. They'll tell you the action steps to take. They'll make it known to you. So Archangel Jeremiah, say thank you, Archangel Jeremiah, for assisting with this situation and alchemizing it, which means sorting it out. Thank you, Archangel Raguel, for harmonizing it Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for healing it. And thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting it. And thank you, God, for overseeing it. And that's what you need to know. Couldn't get a more powerful card coming out. I hope that helps, okay? Hey, Naina, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, hon, for anyone you're guided to in your life. Let's do Donna Harvey then. So, good morning, Liz. There's been a breakthrough and a karmic ending. Any messages from Mark regarding this energy? Plus, I've been seeing and hearing his name everywhere. That's really good to know. So, what's going on? So, first of all, he's apologising for not being there for you. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down. So I feel what he's really saying is, I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there in times of need. So that could be like for Christmases. If you went through something and he wasn't there because he was dealing with that karmic situation, he's apologising for that, okay? And yeah, he's saying, I have kids. There it is. So what he's saying is, I love my children. I don't want to hurt them or put them through unnecessary pain. So this is again why he's been holding on to that situation or still there, or because he's been dealing with his kids. So this again is confirming that it's his children or his daughter or, one kid or whatever. That's why, He said, I'm in fear that I'll lose them. I know the current environment is toxic for them and for me and needs to change. So the biggest fear he has is losing his kids, which won't happen. But that's his fear, and that's why he's perhaps delayed things and put things off and allowed things to get in the way. Okay, so what else do you need to know? So we've got, and this is the thing, these are in reverse. So you're not thinking the worst anymore, and I don't feel he is either. It's like you're looking on the bright side of everything. He's still finding strength, though. But I do feel he's seen the light at the end of the tunnel now, and I feel that's why you're saying there's been a breakthrough, because perhaps before he was thinking the worst and now he's thinking the best. He's starting to see a way out. He's starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel and he's finding his inner power, okay? Anything else you need to know? Anything else? Okay, fly now. So you've got things will spring forward, which you know. And I feel that things have moved forward in the spring anyway. I mean, are we in summer now? I don't think summer comes in until the 21st, does it? So we're still in spring, so things are springing forward. Recovery from a loss, so he's healing from whatever's happened. A powerful healing occurs, and this loss could even be from his previous partner years ago, and things he went through. So you've trusted in divine timing, that's moving everything forward. Release fear now and look at the situation with love. It will happen at the right time. Okay, clear your space. So I feel everything's happening now. So I feel this big breakthrough is happening now in spring because we're moving towards summer on the 21st. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, it's certainly cold here again. It's not summer yet here. We had all those nice days and now it's freezing again. It's cold and dark and not nice at all. My garden furniture, I've covered it over with a cover thing. I don't know when that's coming out again. So I hope that helps on you, okay? Let me just bring in actually an intention. What's his next intention? I want to buy you a gift. And that could be like making up for all the gifts that he wished he'd given you when he could. Like birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, Valentine's gifts. I intend to quit my job. Okay, now that could be important as well. So he could be changing something about his career or his work. I hope that helps, okay? I mean, that could even be quitting his job. Maybe he thinks his job is looking after his kids and that's a job he intends to quit. So interesting. Daisy says you were quite early. I don't know if you're talking to me. I was on at 8 a.m. That's normal time for me. You probably aren't talking to me, Daisy. You're probably talking to someone in the chat, but I just saw that then. Ashwini, look at my bruise now that's coming on my hand where I punched the wall. Okay, look at that, okay, when I was doing your reading. So maybe he's punched a wall. That's happened for a reason, that has. Maybe he gets angry and he punches walls. My masculine's done that before. Okay, so I've said, what's up with your hand? He's like, oh, I punched a wall. Right, okay then. So maybe that's some anger being released there. Okay, so Saranga, thank you for the donation. Next steps on my mission. Okay, what's your next steps for your mission? So, well, it's meant to be. You got destiny. So really, your mission is what's meant to be. It's about trusting the process of your life, allowing things to fall into place. The Wheel of Fortune is that wheel turning in the right direction. It's like whatever's meant for you will happen. And what your next steps are is to work on healing your father wounds. And that will also build more security in your life. So father wounds can be like talking to God more. Talking to God about your problems, or praying, or releasing blame to God. It could even be something connected with your actual father. Father wounds can also be connected with the masculine energies, can't it? And I know obviously you are a twin flame, but you also say that you have a mission connecting with divine masculines. You've told me that before. So part of your mission could be to help masculines deal with their own father wounds to become more healed, so they're not in the distorted version of themselves. So you could heal the distorted masculine and build more security, help them to move towards their unions. But whatever's meant to be will happen. So you first work on your own father wounds, how you feel towards God, how you feel towards your own father, and how you feel towards your own divine masculine or any male influences in your life, or masculine influences in your life, and then you help other masculines to heal. That's part of your purpose, which I know you know anyway. I hope that helps, okay? That's just confirming what you already know. And you may want to call on male or masculine angels for that, like Archangel Michael. Strong, powerful masculine angels. I hope that helps, okay? Fatima, thank you for the donation. Message from F. So what does F want you to know? I'm ready. So he's going to leave behind whatever he needs to leave behind, okay? And whatever it is he's dealing with, or whatever he was in, that's been over since he's known you. So when this card says, I will leave my partner, it's been over since I met you. Trust me to do this my way. So if he has got a partner, he's going to leave that person. If there is no partner, this is something that he feels he's kind of partnered to, or, something he's been working on. So it could be family, it could be some other situation, it could be work related, it could be a work partner, business partner, and he's got to do it his way. So I feel he's releasing what he needs to release to be able to be in a relationship with you. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? Whatever that is. And it's somewhat like the fact that partners come through, especially if there is no romantic karmic partner, it's someone he's got to speak out to. So that's like speaking his truth to other people in his life. Because he's saying, you're the reason all of my dreams are coming true. So he knows you're his wish fulfillment. You're his dream come true. He knows that, okay? And he's saying, you seem to have everything together. And sometimes that scares me because I don't. So he may feel like in his eyes, you're living your most authentic, wonderful life. And he doesn't feel that way. He feels like a big mess. But you're his dream come true. So he sees that, something could be shifting between now and September. Let me just get a card for you, actually. What's your guidance at this time? Yeah, you're ready to go for what you really want, okay? And you may be tired of being alone. So it's like you're probably feeling like, I want to be with him because I don't want to be on my own anymore. I want to be in a relationship. I'm ready to go for this. It's what I really want. And then obviously you can get a little bit stressed if it's not happening like that. Like, why is it not happening now? Why me? Why this way? And you've been asked to have faith in the process because he's got to stand up to someone in his life, I'm feeling. It could be a family member. So rejection is redirection. The answers are always within. Clear the air. So I feel that he's been guided to come back in and clear the air with you. He's gone within for the answers to work out what to do. And he may need to reject someone in his life to be able to be with you. So like I say, if it isn't a romantic partner, this could be someone in his family. Perhaps someone in his family wants him to go down a specific road and he wants to go down the other road. The road that leads to you. I hope that helps, okay? I'm just going to nip the bathroom, guys, okay? Let's have a bathroom break. Stretch my legs. I've been on for 2 hours and have a drink. So it won't be a second, then I'll come back to Kathy's donation. Give me a minute. Okay, we just have a drink. Thank you to my little lizard there. Okay, so Catty says, thank you for the donation, honey. Oh, my hands are cold. It's gone cold in here. I might have put the heating on. Hi, Liz, a message for me, please, regarding my love life, thanks. So, what do you need to know regarding your love life? So, time to make a decision, okay, was popping up and going back in. So, there could be someone making a decision. Now, this could be your twin, okay? He knows it's time to make a decision, but he could be holding back from doing that at this current time. Ask Archangel Raguel to harmonise things. So if you pray and you call on Archangel Raguel directly as the harmoniser of heaven, and he will help your situation to move into place, okay? And also ask Archangel Ariel for help with your finances. Because there could be issues with finances stopping him from making that decision. Okay, because also I've just noticed you've donated below and you've put, can I please ask advice on my business with June? Will it be a good sales month for me? And it may be that you need to make a decision with this as well. But I feel this is about many things here because I feel this about both questions. Because regarding your love life, Raguel will harmonise things and Ariel will assist with finances because it may be that your twin is struggling to release something financial or maybe worried about something financial that could also be in the way of you being together. Now, regarding your business, Archangel Ariel will help with your finances during June. So you can ask Archangel Ariel to help with that and ask Raguel to harmonise things with your money, and then it will open the right doors, okay? So I feel that that's the message for both things, okay? What else is going on? Let's get a message around your love life. There's delayed contact for a reason, okay? So your twin is currently holding back from you because he knows he's got to open up emotionally and be vulnerable. And that's something at this current time he's struggling with doing. So he's saying, I want to open up emotionally to you. I want to be vulnerable with you, but I'm holding that back. But he's watching. I feel he's watching you. I feel he wants to come in with the truth. He wants to open up to you, but he's delaying that contact, possibly because he's going to make a decision first and be able to follow through on that decision. Okay, what about business? You've got starting again. So maybe this is something you've started again. Could be a business you've restarted, or it could be that you were seeing this as a new beginning. And look at that, coming back together, a union. So what I'm picking up on is, obviously, this is a big message. They're all interlinking. This is why I'm doing them both together. Okay, because I do feel you're going to come back together in reunion with your twin, and possibly in June, because this is 6 as well, or even over the next 6 weeks. But I feel that you're also, there's a reuniting or something's coming back together in your business. So it's like it's all coming back together, okay? So I do feel that with your business, this may be something you're bringing back. So I don't know if you've perhaps tried to do this before or it was an idea you had before, but it's like you're having this start, like you're starting it again and it's all coming together. That's what I'm picking up on with your business. But I feel maybe over the next 6 weeks, so you've got to give it a bit more time. But I feel Archangel Ariel is going to assist you. Okay, so I feel that it is going to be good for you, but I feel it's over the next 6 months you're really going to see the results. Let me just see what are the cards that guide me to bring it. Let's do these cards as well. So for your masculine, you've got the Magician and the Nine of Wands. Let me just use the same deck here. And for you, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is beautiful for you because first of all, for you, what you're manifesting is happening, especially between now and July. So I feel just kind of let go with how it needs to be in June because it may actually be July where you start seeing things really moving into place with your business over the next 6 weeks. But it says set your intentions and know the manifesting in all areas of your life. So you could be seeing 777. Now he's saying, I am taking control of my life to make things happen. Don't give up on our love. And he's asking you to not give up on this love between now and September. So he may be looking at his life and making choices and decisions between now and September. Well, you've got your business to focus on as well in the meantime. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. Does Kashif love me more or his newborn daughter? Well, it's totally different love. And the thing is, you can't really say that either. You can't say you've got to love me more than you love your daughter because that's conditioned love. That's not unconditional love. It's totally different. He feels totally different towards you as he does about his daughter. And obviously he's going to really love his newborn daughter. I feel what you're really asking is, does he love his daughter enough? Or does he love me enough to leave his situation? That's really probably what you're asking. Because you can't say he's got to love his daughter more than me. And that's really what your ego is saying, even though you're saying, does he love me more or his newborn daughter? That's really your ego is saying. Your ego is a bit jealous, or your ego is seeing the daughter as someone who's taking his love away from you, and that's not the truth. That's being separate from love. That's being separate from God. You know, that's recognising that you shouldn't ever think that he's got to love his daughter more than you, because he will feel different about his daughter than he feels about you, because it's a different kind of love. It's like the love that you have for your children is different than the love you feel for him. Okay? I know he loves me more. Like, well, I'm just getting a really kind of, and I don't mean to this sound harsh, but I have to tell you what the angels are telling me. It's a really toxic way of thinking, because you shouldn't ever expect him to love someone more than you in that way. You know, but not his daughter. That's what I'm picking up on. Let me see what Jesus got to say about this. And you're saying, if you're saying you already know, well, you've got to trust your intuition. But it's a different love. But I'm actually getting toxic energy from that, okay? So this is what the angels are saying, because what I'm picking up there is it's making my skin go a bit like, you know, like cold. It's making my blood run a bit cold. And this is really what Jesus is saying. Choose wisely, because operate in the fruit of the Spirit and flee from the 7 deadly sins. Because the 7 deadly sins is greed and jealousy and all of that. And the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. 7 deadly sins are lust, gluttony, pride, sloth, wrath, greed, envy. Got them there on the wall for a reason. And I feel that you've got to choose your thoughts wisely. And the thing is, he knows he needs to choose wisely what he's doing, because he doesn't perhaps want to lose his daughter either. No, I know that, honey. It's just, but that's the energy I was picking up, and I have to tell you what I'm channeling. You know, it's like, this is the thing, you've got to be careful, because thoughts become things, words have power, even if you're just saying it in jest. And Jesus showed me that there, okay, especially for this to come up. So you must also make sure you're operating the fruit of the Spirit in everything that you do. In other words, don't think there needs to be a condition where he's got to love you more than his daughter, because, I mean, it's different with like thinking like a karmic partner, but his daughter is like a part of him. I'll always do it. Well, there you go. So it's like you thinking, well, yeah, that was a bit of a ridiculous question to ask. I'm not saying it was ridiculous you asked these. What I'm saying is you're probably sitting there now thinking, well, yeah, that's a bit silly of me to even think that. Does that make sense? I hope that helps, okay? Mariette, thank you for the donation. Will Les take action towards me, his current thoughts and feelings? So will he take action towards you? He will, when he's not going to be sneaking around or there's no upheaval, because he doesn't want to be dishonest with you, because that causes problems. And there's always a reason for a delay. So there's going to be a delay until he can come in correctly, until he can be honest with you, until he takes that mask off. So there could be some delays until the end of July, okay? So I feel he is going to take action towards you, because there is hope here as well, because he doesn't want to lose you. However, there may be a delay. Okay, because I am feeling like even if he does reach out before July, there may still be a bit of mask wearing going on. So remember, you're the light, and shine that light, and that guides him to you. He's saying, you're the light within me that guides me home and keeps me strong. I have so much hope for our future. So he knows that you're going to be together. So obviously for hope in the future, and he's not going to lose you, he's going to reach out to you. But there's some upheaval happening this current time with the tower that you're being protected from. Okay, so you're being protected from his current struggle, whatever that may be. So what else, okay? I want you. And he does want you, his current feelings. He wants you physically, emotionally, but definitely intimately. He said, I can't help wanting you intimately. Your energy excites me and your body turns me on. I want you, and right now I don't care about anything else. So he is thinking about you in a very sexy way at this moment. And you're going to feel all that in your body. But I do feel he doesn't want to sneak around. He doesn't want to wear a mask. So he's perhaps holding himself back until the time is right. I hope that helps, okay? Mayra, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, something I need to know, okay? So what do you need to know? What's something you need to know? Think bigger in your life. So the world is your oyster, okay? And love yourself first. And the inner child card just jumped off. So I feel they want me to use this deck. The card that jumped off was compassion. So show compassion to yourself and others because kindness matters. And that's really loving yourself first as well. Look at this jumping out. You've got growth. Okay, so it says embrace personal growth, which means loving yourself first. Every experience is a lesson. So when you think bigger, you recognise why things are happening the way they're meant to, or why they're happening the way they are. Especially if there's a tower. Look at this. Everything happens to you for your highest cause. Changes happen to move things forward. You're finding peace with that. So find peace with the way things are. And know that everything will be okay. You've got eventual positive outcome with the Knight of Pentacles, which is also a yes. So I feel, yes, you're going to overcome the current challenges or the tower moments, and it's all going to work out. Just have faith in that. It's all going to be okay. I hope that helps, okay? I'm at the top of the chat, okay? So I'm going to pull some out of the chat now, guys, okay? So I'm going to start with, we're going to do S.A. Rosie says, hi, Liz, please current thoughts of Rizwan and heart messages. So what does Rizwan want you to know? What does Rizwan want you to know? He's saying great things are being created in our lives, okay? Especially between December and April. So whenever you're both working on at this current time, okay, there's going to be a big shift and a big movement between December and April. That's what you need to know. What else? What else do you need to know? So you've got the snake. So the snake could be assisting you. And that could also be a huge sign about things you were releasing during the year of the snake. Now you've got the snake, the black cat, the spider's web, and you've got the devil as well coming through. So don't get caught up in your own fears and ego. And I feel that that's what Rizwan does. He gets caught up in his own fears and struggles, and that holds him back, especially because he feels how independent you are. Because you've got the black cat. This is you being in black cat energy, which is strong and independent and powerful and sexy. And there's still things he needs to release and say. He does want a new beginning with you with a blank heart. And I do feel he wants to overcome his shadows to grow with the beard there. You got shadow work and you got beard. I feel he wants to grow enough to overcome those shadows to have this new beginning. And I feel he's being reminded of you everywhere through your scent. So if you wear a specific perfume, he can smell that. And you got jeans as well. So he could have jeans, he could wear jeans, he could have a beard. But beard is about growth, and that's what I'm really picking up on more than anything else. And you may smell him around you as well. So you could smell his aftershave. And you got Christmas lights. And I'm feeling this Christmas light is connected with the change that's coming in between December and April. So I want to pull you a snake card as well, with you getting the snake there. So you may see spiders' webs and snakes and black cats. That means luck is on your side as well. What does the wood snake want to say? Or what does the snake want to say to you? Remember, the snake helps you to release. Change, okay? So it's time for a change. The snake is helping you to change and helping him to change. Find what you need to do differently. So making the required changes. This could be changing specific patterns, you know, so you don't reach out, or your whole, you know, you do you more, or whatever it is, okay? There can be many, many things. So whatever it is that, you know, you need to heal or change, focus on doing that. I hope that helps, okay? Pufferfish, thank you for the donation, honey. This for Leo. Work collaboration with Radhika, a future outcome. So if you collaborate with Radhika, what's the future outcome? Speed, spontaneous moves, something could happen very quickly, and you already know in your intuition. You've got to connect with your high priestess self. So the angels say you already know. And this can also be about you having that internal feeling and knowing that it's going to work out, but also visualizing and manifesting at the same time and having faith in that, okay? So I feel this is a good sign, you know, and it's something that may have taken you by surprise, or something that could move forward in a surprising way with speed, okay? So what will be the outcome? So you already know in your intuition, balance and justice for the highest good of all, and hope with the star. Love this. You've got justice and star. So this could also be something moving forward between Libra season, which comes in on the 23rd of September, and Aquarius season with the star, which ends on the 18th of Feb. So that could be a big timeline for things moving forward to bring balance in. But what will happen? Balance and justice for all. Okay, and you intuitively know this is going to move forward with hope. So I feel it's a good future outcome because things are going to improve and get better. Couldn't get better cards coming out, really. I hope that helps, okay? Let go of fear. They give me some fear there. Luna says, hi Liz, any message from Julian? What does Julian want you to know? So Julian is saying to you, I know I've blocked our union and I know I'm really blocking ourselves, okay? Blocking myself. And he's saying ourself because you are one. So he does realise he's been the one blocking things, whether that's being quiet or pushing you away. You know, I'm not necessarily saying a block, but this is more about him knowing that, okay, I've been the problem here. I need to sort this out, okay? So he intends to sort this out. So what's his intention? He's saying, I intend to have a complete fresh start with you to get to know you in a way I've not allowed myself to know you before. So he is saying that I've not allowed myself to get to know you well enough or you to get to know me well enough. I'm not saying you don't know each other well enough, but it's like he hasn't allowed you in, okay? And he said, I feel like I'm going effing crazy. So he may swear. I feel like I'm going effing crazy, having some kind of mental meltdown. And that's because he's not with you. So he's really missing you in this, like, silent period. He's going crazy. And he said, I'm finding the strength to open up to you because being vulnerable scares me. So this is more about you having compassion as well. From your perspective, have compassion and empathy because he does find it hard to be vulnerable. And he does intend to be vulnerable. And Luke, you're affirming this. I know that everything will be okay. That's your affirmation. Because you've got a yes, which means yes, he will open up. And the Knight of Pentacles is eventual positive outcome, which means eventually. So again, you can't rush it forward. Just say, I know it's going to be okay. I know everything will be okay. So if you have like a specific question in your mind, the answer is yes. I hope that helps, okay? It's me, Namira. Thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. Can I have a message for what's coming? So what's coming for you? Look, a big change is coming. You may be seeing 555. You could see dragonflies, butterflies. And this could be a change with your creative work or with work itself or a project or a goal, because ask Archangel Gabriel for help with your creative ideas. Now, this could also be a big change in communication because Gabriel also assists with communication. So take it out, resonate, and trust that with God, all things are possible. So what's coming towards you is a possible communication that you may think it would take a miracle, and it will, because with God all things are possible, and something creative that you're going to be working towards. What else? What else is coming in? It's going to happen quickly as well. Travel could be coming as well. And this could all be shifting forward over the next 8 weeks or between now and the end of August. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation, honey. What has he been doing to help bring us together? What's he been doing to help to bring you together, okay? What's he been doing? Well, there's your card. So, the 2 cards. He's been finding his way out of karmic binds. And he's been dealing with the pain of the past. All the other cards are the other way around. So, I feel what he's saying is, one moment I feel like I can see the light on my path and I know what I'm doing, where I'm going. But the next I see only darkness again. So he's overcoming his darkness. He said, I'll not give up though. I will continue until I find my way back to you, okay, my true self, and to you, the love of my life. So he's saying you're the love of my life. A lot's been cleared from my life at this time so I can be free from my karmic binds and be able to have the love that's meant for me and fully live the life that I'm here to live. So whenever his karmic issues are, he's releasing them, and that's to do with the pain of the past. He's saying, holding on to pain of the past is not serving me. And I have a lot of it I've been holding on to from childhood, past relationships, my own guilt and shame. I'm doing the best I can to release my past, even though working through it's not easy. So what about you? Because it's like, what is he learning and doing? What are you doing? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Well, you remembering who you are, that you're a goddess within, that you are a goddess in general. You know you're a goddess. It says, embrace your divine feminine essence, which means be the receiver allow, be the flower, not the bee, and know that everything else is a catalyst to union. Says your person has triggered your awakening, embrace the shift. I hope that helps. Okay, so you've triggered each other's awakening, as you know. Samantha, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, a message from Gabriel. So what does Gabriel want you to know? I'm paying attention and I am taking action. Now, this could well be that he is paying attention to what you're doing at this time. So he could be watching you on social media, but he's paying attention so he can move forward. So he's curious about what you're doing. He's saying, your voice haunts me. I hear your voice in my head talking to me. Is it real? I wonder. So if you've been telepathically communicating with him, he's heard your voice. Okay, it's all right. The postman's on his knees getting something out of his bag thing there. So, oh, it's a package. Oh, that might be some cards I've ordered. Oh, that's exciting. So that could be a sign about delivery coming to you. And you say, I'm taking action. I feel empty without you. I know I had to learn the hard way what I had lost and what I'm missing, but now I want it back. I hope you'll take me back. So he's paying attention so he can take action. And again, I feel that just happening there. He's going to get on his knees. So that could be, because he was on his knees and his back. So that could be a sign about him getting down on his knees. That could be a proposal coming in the future. And he's getting something out to give to you. So this is about something coming towards you. What else does he want you to know? Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. There's a big shift been happening since March to June. So I feel like if there was some kind of break around March, he wants to come back in now in June. He said, I'm finding it hard to be away from you, but I know I'm healing. Now that's March energy. That was around March, okay? So he may have struggled to be away from you in March, but he did stay away. Now in June, he's saying, I'm returning to you soon because I can't forget you. So I'm getting March to June as a significant timeline for silence or healing or growth. But he said, I can't forget you, I'm coming back. And this is the energy he's in now. So he will be reaching out to you. And I feel he is going to apologise. And he'll be on his knees, begging for another chance when the time is right. What's this moving on top? Luke, Hangman. So may still be some delays. So I'm feeling like next 6 weeks you could see shifts here. I need time to understand things from a fresh perspective, to let go and heal the way I viewed things before. And I feel that's why there was a delay. That's what you need to remember. That's the reason there was a delay, because he had to understand things in a new way, and so did you. Let me just get a card for you. You've got, I'm becoming the creator of my destiny. And that's what you're doing. And yeah, I wouldn't bother going and see Scary Movie because it was pretty bad, okay? And I did walk out halfway through. And mainly the reason was I was absolutely dying to go to the toilet, the bathroom. And I thought, shall I just go and come back? And I thought, no, I'm just going to go. So, and if it was really, really good, I wouldn't have done that, okay? But it was a lot of, it was good to see the old cast and stuff in there. And obviously I'm a huge Scream fan and I love it, but it wasn't really worth the money now. So I wouldn't bother at all, okay? But if you do watch it, let me know what your opinion is, okay? Jacinta, thank you for the donation. On Saturday, I went into the city, but P wasn't there. He's out of state travelling. So again, remember, it's not the right time, remember. Otherwise, he would have been there. Why did I miss him so much at that moment yesterday? I haven't felt this uncomfortable in a long time. Because you're feeling pulled back to each other. But again, you're recognising as well that you've got to trust the process. So the uncomfortableness is like, that's what you have to do. You have to get comfortable in the silence, or get comfortable in, the way things currently are. It's like you're learning how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because you've gone there, he isn't there, and that may have made you feel uncomfortable. Perhaps the first time that's happened. And the first time it's happened in that way. So, yeah, you're learning what the true meaning of unconditional love and patience is. That's what you learn at this time. And you have to be comfortable in the uncomfortable times. It's like sometimes in this house, I can hear a pin drop. It's so quiet. And sometimes it feels uncomfortable. And that's what you need to sit with and get used to. So at this time, you're learning the true meaning of patience. And that doesn't mean waiting around. It means acceptance. It means loving you. It means trusting the process. Unconditional love as well as that telepathic link you share. Not needing him to be there to feel his energy, or not needing something to happen. So it's about knowing that if you were meant to be together at this current time, you would be. And it's like you perhaps feel like you're in fight or flight mode as well. So that could be another reason why it felt uncomfortable because it may have made you feel like I want to do something, I want to take action, I want to move forward, but you're also learning to surrender and let go. Okay, let's just bring in another card. You've got to respond to this with love. So look at the situation with love. Respond with love, not fear, which means it's your ego that brings up the struggle. When you are operating in love and faith and trust, then you're able to see it in a higher way. And then you do relax and calm your energy down and breathe. I hope that helps, okay? Divian, thank you for the donation, honey. Whatever comes out for me in angel guidance. So what do you need to know? Well, first of all, the angels say pray because we're always listening. And if you have prayed recently, that's your sign that the angels are listening to your prayers. So your prayers have been heard and they are in the process of being answered, or a solution has come. You've got, if you feel lost and alone or you're in separation, pray and you'll receive the answers, okay? And something's going to move forward quickly. There's some travel there. So this could be your person traveling to you, or it may be that between March just gone and August, you felt a shift, okay? So March to August, a shift coming in. This could also be the end of separation, or you're moving towards something quickly where you feel strong and safe. Someone else. You've got no personal situation has power over you because you control your thoughts, and that's what you're currently learning. Okay, this is the devil, like the ego causing fear, edging goodness out, bringing up obsessive thoughts, fearful thoughts, putting you into fear of the future or the past. So remember, no one, no matter who they are, whether it's a friend, a family member, a situation at work, or your twin or anyone, no one has power over you unless you allow it to be so. You control your thoughts. That's what you're currently learning. What else? What does your inner child want you to know? Transformation. So you're going through a transformation at this time. Your person could be too. Embrace change and transformation. Growth is on the horizon. This could be that by the time you come out of Scorpio season, Scorpio could be significant, but by the time you come out away from that season, you're going to feel brand new. You're going to feel reborn. You're going to feel like you've been through a breakthrough. I hope that helps, okay? Let me just grab that parcel. Hang on a minute, just to see what it was, because if it's a deck of cards, I might bring it in. Oh no, it's not, it's something else, okay? I thought I've ordered some really cool decks of cards, okay, but they haven't come yet. So we've got Lulilap, thank you for the donation. Lulilap, I hope I've said that right. Hi dear Liz, can I get a message from my DM? So what does your masculine want you to know? Flying on the camera, jump right on your donation there. I cry sometimes, look at this. So your masculine said, I have shed tears over our connection. So your masculine does feel pain and does get emotional and does cry sometimes. Okay, and that could be like in the shower or when they're lying awake at night, tears come down the face. I'm not saying that it's sobbing, but they've definitely shed tears. So this is also being painful for them too. Because sometimes we forget that, don't we? We're thinking about things from our side. Yeah, we've got grief here. And quiet on social media. So if he's been quiet or quiet on social media, he's been in a lot of pain. Okay, there's been like grief, like I'm feeling grief, like as in there could have been some emotional struggle as well, because grief isn't just about loss or pain, it can be about issues like turmoil, interference. But I am seeing this as being in some kind of pain. And he says, I've recently lost a loved one. Now, this could be, he may have gone through some kind of loss recently, or there could have been an anniversary of a death that's affected him, or it could be that he just feels like he's losing you, and that's hurting. But whatever it is, he's saying, I've been dealing with all the feelings this has brought up to the surface for healing. And that's where these tears have come from. This loss is helping me to realise how precious life is. And this could be losing you. He may feel like he's losing you. And I don't want to waste a second longer without you in my life. And he said, I'm not active on social media or liking your posts, and I'm acting like I don't care because I'm afraid if I show it in any way, everyone will know I love you and want you, and this will cause more drama as I'm not free yet. So if he's quiet on social media, he's dealing with some kind of grief. If he's quiet on your social media, it's because he may need to release something first before he can actually show the world how he feels about you. So take that how it resonates. Let me just bring one more card in. What's the guidance for you? You know you're not going to give up on this, and he's not either. I feel it's like he's saying, don't give up on me. Okay, he wants to speak his truth to you. He's just waiting for the right time. So I feel I've got 2 September cards here. So I feel you've got to be very patient with this until September, because he could come in and speak his truth around then. Okay, and you may speak your truth too. So there may be an opportunity around September to have an honest, open conversation. I hope that helps, okay? Queen, thank you for the donation, honey. How is CJ about me? I had to pull my energy back. Well, again, you do what's right for you. Let me pull a card for you first. You've done what's right for you there. You're listening to your own intuition and you're doing things right for your own well-being. Yeah, temperance. You're healing you. And that's the right thing to do anyway, because you're the flower, not the bee. So the flower receives. The flower doesn't run after, okay? So you're saying, right, I'm learning. I'm learning at this current time the true meaning of unconditional love and patience. And I'm learning everything I can about this journey. And that's what you're doing between now and August. So you may pull your energy back between now and August. Now, this will push your masculine to do something. Okay? But you're saying, okay, I'm learning about the journey. I'm learning what unconditional love and patience really is. And patience isn't about waiting around. It's about loving yourself, accepting things as they are, allowing things to unfold. And CJ is saying, I am coming back, prepare for a celebration. So he is going to reach out. He is going to try and come back in. Prepare for a celebration. This could even be like asking you out, or a social event coming up, or an opportunity to spend time together over the next 3 months. But I'm getting this energy where you're pulling your energy back, or working on you, or focusing on you, okay, between now and August, and then something could move forward, okay? What else does CJ want you to know? What's his intention? Okay, got Summer just popped up on my live there, because I get adverts popping up sometimes. He said, I need to sort myself out. Okay, so that's what he knows he needs to do. He's working on himself as well. So you're definitely both working on yourself. But he does desire you very intensely. Now, this is a very raw card. So take it the way it's intended, not as in, oh my goodness me, I want to F you, okay? Because he has this primal desire for you. So I do feel that, he does want you, and he does think about you in that way as well. So a lot of, intimate attraction there, where he said, I want to F you, but it's not just about that. I want to be intimate with you, but he knows he needs to sort himself out, because it's not just about that. Okay, I feel like he wants you to know that for him, it's not just about the intimate act. It's not just about, the sex. It's not just about that. He wants you in more ways than one. He wants you in all ways. And he may need to sort himself out to be the right kind of partner for you. I hope that helps, okay? There's a lot of desire there. I have to be wary about saying that word, you see, because of YouTube. So Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Jacinta says, what is the new week bringing for me and my mum? I felt so weird the past few days. So what does it bring you for you and your mum? Well, there's a change coming in. It's time for a change, which means looking at things differently, doing things differently, seeing things differently, okay? The past and other lifetimes teach you what you need for the here and now. So really the angel is saying, whenever you're going through now, you've got the skills and the resources to deal with these, because of the things you've been through in the past. And now, in this moment, surely you know that it's going to be okay, because of the things that have happened in the past. So, for example, history shows you that your mum's okay, because she goes through things, but she's still here, isn't she? She's still okay. So have faith in that. So I feel the angels are asking you, whatever you're going through this week, use your past experiences and your own discernment to have faith that it's going to be okay. And it's the time to change what you're looking at. So be adaptable, be flexible, because change is constant. So there's an opportunity for you to change the way you're looking at things. Instead of being scared or afraid, say I'm strong and all is well and there's no need to fear. Okay, what else is happening this week? True love and travel. So I feel your mum is, like I see my mum, I mean, I do see her a bit differently now she's gone, because obviously I've learned a lot more about my connection with God since she's gone. But my mum was like my real true love, really. You know, I saw my mum as a soulmate to me, and I loved her very much. You know, she was like a real true love to me. We had a real partnership. You know, we got on so well. Not all of our life, but like we did at the end. And, you know, she was a real partner to me in a way, in that way. Does that make sense? Not a partner as in a love partner. I'm not about the way she made me feel. You know, she made me feel it was unconditional love. You know, a mother gives to a daughter unconditional love. And I really felt that from my mum. And that's what I'm picking up on. Like what you and your mum have is a real partnership. And it's true love, and see it that way. So, yes, you may be craving love from your twin at this time. But I feel your mum can fill up some of that too. Okay? Like making you feel loved unconditionally, because that's what your mum does. That's why your mum gives so much attention to your sister, because she's trying to be there for her, because she loves her unconditionally. Okay? And there's an opportunity coming in to travel. Move forward quickly. So something could move forward quickly. You could have the opportunity to go somewhere with your mum, just you and your mum, between now and August. It could be like a day trip or something like that, to travel somewhere. And maybe you organise something this week. I mean, you could even say to your mum, thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for reminding me of who I am, that I'm an amazing person, because you are. So I feel your mum reminds you of your truth. I hope that helps, okay? We got Tiger Dragon, great name. Thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, what should I expect in love? So what should you expect in love? Well, at this current time, clear your space. So clear your space, get ready for love, because it will happen at the right time. And that's what you need to know. It's on God's timeline. So when you're meant to meet someone, or if you're thinking about someone and you want them to come back in, it will all happen at the right time. Your guidance is to have faith in that, to not need to rush or force anything forward, and to clear your space, whether it's your energetic space or your physical space. And this could be having a clear out, getting rid of clutter, getting ready, thinking, okay, is my home ready for love? Is my home open to love? Am I attracting love in? Are my thoughts love-based? Do I feel good? Do I feel ready? Have I cleared my own energy field? Have I released the past? All of that. So I feel you're preparing for love, whether it's new love or someone returning to you in a new way. And I feel someone could make a spontaneous move, okay, because they may also feel trapped in a self-made prison. So someone could be trapped in their head about what to do, but they're going to make a spontaneous move. So if you are connected with someone from the past, for example, and they're currently trapped in their head about what to do, they will reach out spontaneously when you don't expect it. If you're not resonating with that, this could be when you move out of your own ego, you know, clearing your energy, preparing, then someone's going to come in quickly. So I feel that August could be a turning point in love. Let's get one more card. What else have you got? You got Six of Wands. Be confident, successful, and feel good. So work on your career. This could be someone you meet through work as well, but I feel it's more about you working on you and perhaps doing your job and feeling good, and that's going to make you more attractive anyway, and that's going to pull what you want in. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do Daisy D. Says, hi, beautiful Liz. May I get guidance on what's coming next in my connection with R? And I've applied for a job. Will I get it? So what's going on? So, well, I feel that R wants to follow his heart, and you have to have faith that he's going to do that. And I feel you could spontaneously get, or something could happen with speed with this job. So you could get offered this job very quickly, and it moves forward very quickly. Okay, so I feel there's going to be a spontaneous action with the job. So it's very likely you're going to get offered it and like, can you start tomorrow? That kind of thing. And your person wants to follow their heart because they're feeling all the passion for you. So let me just clarify these. So what do we need to know about this job? What do we need to know about the job? Okay, yeah, this is about you beating the rest of the people. So Five of Swords, I'm seeing that really as you gaining victory over other people. So I feel that if there was other people applying for this job, for example, then you could very well get the job. But remember, you know, if for any reason it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean anyone's better than you. It means that something better is coming. God knows that something better is out there. But the way this is looking, it looks like you're going to get offered this very quickly. And it may be that other people are put out because you've got the job, okay? And there's a big transformation going on with your person. And I feel this is also to become more free to pursue you during the Scorpio season. So something could move forward with your person during the Scorpio season. Okay, let me just see what else is going on. What does your person want you to know? You've got, I've changed. I'm moving out of my old circle of friends because I don't have the same beliefs or morals. I've changed and I want more from my life. Okay, so I feel that Scorpio season could be significant because between now and then, your person could be releasing certain people out of their life, seeing things a lot differently to have a new beginning with you. Okay, and just get one more clarified for this job. Anything else you need to know? You've got reflection. And it could be at this current time that the people that you went for this interview, or they're looking at your profile or your details, or, you know, you're looking at you've applied for this job, they're looking at the stuff, you know, and it could well be, like, say, you said, I've applied for the job. So I don't know if you've been for the interview yet, or so it may be that they are reviewing your credentials to invite you quickly to this interview and then you get the job. You know, it's like you walk in a room, for example, there's 4 other people there and then there's you, because I'm getting 5 coming through. And this could happen within 5 days or, 5 weeks, but I feel it's quicker than I feel 5 days. So you could go into this interview, there's other people there. Don't worry, okay? You just be yourself. It says, take time to reflect on your journey. Insight comes from within. And think about what you want. Don't just think, what can you do for that employer? Think, what can that employer do for you? I hope that helps, okay? We've got Antmon, thank you for the donation, honey. My ex is reaching out to me more, and I'm not sure what his true intentions are. Could I please get messages or explain his intentions? And can I get any advice on what might help me going forward? So, what's your ex's intentions? Well, the thing is, I feel your ex has been thinking about you and thinking about the relationship with you and perhaps wanting to get that back. Okay, so there's some kind of, they may have been dreaming about you as well. Let me just get some clarifiers. Yeah, I mean, the passion's still there. They don't like the way it ended, even if they ended it or they were the cause of that. And they're also wondering how you feel. So I feel that really what's behind whatever your ex is doing, there's still passion there, there's still desire there. Your ex is still drawn to you, okay, with the Queen of Wands. I feel there's still passion. I'm not saying you still have passion, but I feel from your ex's perspective, there's passion there. See you as very attractive. And this is very likely because you've been working on yourself and you've been doing you, okay? And they've been trapped in their head thinking about you. And I feel they've been overthinking the ending or the way something ended between you. And they perhaps want to sort that out, clear the air, or even have a new beginning. Okay, let me just get another card. They give me fear there. Oh, a lot of fear around this. Maybe afraid of you moving on. What's this card? We got, it will happen in divine timing. So this is also about you understanding that whatever you want, okay, is going to happen in divine timing. So I feel that's come out because you don't need to revisit this if you don't need to. So, for example, if you're connecting with someone different as your twin, but you're perhaps thinking, well, is that ever going to happen? The angel's saying, yes, it will happen in divine timing. Okay, so have faith in that. So you take this yes card, how it resonates with what you're currently thinking about. Okay, because what you're wanting and thinking about is going to happen in divine timing. It doesn't necessarily mean that because your ex is lingering around that means you're meant to be together. Does that make sense? So what's your ex's intention? So I'm going to love bomb you, and maybe that's what they're doing at this current time. They could be reaching out a lot, sending you lots of messages. So their intention is to kind of make you feel good about yourself or be in touch with you. And I want to do what every other normal couple does, spend some quality time together. So they want to spend quality time with you and maybe become a couple. So whatever your ex is saying about what their return is, they want to bring into reality what they've been thinking about in their mind. So I do feel that your twin wants to get back to your twin. Well, your twin does, yeah. But I feel your ex perhaps wants to get back together with you. There's no coincidence I've said twin for a reason. So this could be triggering your twin in some way as well. Because I don't feel they're the same person. Are they? Okay, I don't feel they are. I feel this is your ex and then you've got your twin flame, or so you perceive to be your twin. I don't feel the same person. I'm not picking up on that anyway. But I feel that your ex wants to perhaps and have another chance with you. But I feel the reason why that's come through about your twin is because that's what you want, okay? You did that when I met him and they called, yeah, so I feel it's a different person. So I feel that your twin is coming back, and that's what you need to know, because obviously your ego could say something like, oh, well, I'll just explore this and see where it goes if I haven't got a chance with my twin, or, the ego tells us all kinds of crazy things. But I feel ultimately you do know that you're meant to be with your twin flame. He's not, yeah. So, and this is the thing, so I feel what your ex is going through is a bit of learning and spiritual understanding, and saying, I feel like there's a reason we've been brought together. So maybe he's working through those feelings about what your journey was about, or he's saying, like, we have a mission together and I want to be a part of that, so I'm learning my lessons. And really, every karmic is a catalyst, every karmic is beneficial. So he may be going over there in his mind. But I do feel there's still attraction there, and if you give him the green light, he would want a new beginning with you. So what do you need to know about this? Release all blame to heaven. So from your perspective, it may be an opportunity to release the past, to have full closure, and to feel like there's no bad feeling there, okay? And clear your space. It gives you the opportunity to get rid of the past. So I feel that's why it's happening from your perspective. You can clear your space, you can release all the blame, and you can have a complete break from that person. But I feel they may want to explore something with you, whether they say it or not. I feel like they want to. And it may be that this person's lingering around until August time. I want what's best for me, so I want to know, yeah. And I do feel he's, I'm not saying he's got bad intentions, because there may be an opportunity to work this out. And I feel you've got to perhaps give yourself the opportunity to experience that, or at least what you think about it. But you need to know that it is happening with your twin as well. Yeah, you got the same card. 3 of Pentacles. Really interesting that 3 of Pentacles came out for him as well, wherever that went. It was in this deck. Because you've got it coming out too. Because you're working with the universe to create your dreams. So it's like you know that what you want is ultimately coming. So you also know that you're not going to jump back into something for the sake of it. But you may also be questioning, thinking, well, why is the universe bringing him back around? But it's an opportunity as well to clear your space and release all blame to heaven. So it's an opportunity to forgive and release. I hope that helps, okay? There may still be some unfinished business. And thank you so much for donating for Victor there, and for Daisy as well. So I've already answered Daisy. So let's go to Victor. Victor says, morning Liz, meow. May I have any messages my beautiful butterfly king and a horse card? So let's bring you a horse card first. Thank you all for being here. Big thank you to my mods for looking after the chat. So what's going on? Thank you so much, Aunt Mum, for your love and support there as well. He just yeah. I feel like he is going through something though, because he definitely is going through some kind of understanding about why you were brought together and all that. So I do feel he's trying to understand something on a higher level. Sorry, Victor. And I feel that there's been some kind of connecting going on in the 5D as well. And you've been connecting. So you could have been having a telepathic conversation and you both agreed to come in and talk, okay? Please, oh no, I'm not able to go to get now. I love you, Mum. Okay, well, prayers for Victor's mum in the chat. She's beautiful and amazing. And please send her my love and healing as well. And keep me updated. Will you email me and let me know what's going on? So you got liberation. Okay, this is you and your power stepping into your truth, Victor. So this beautiful white horse is guiding you. So you may see white horses. Okay, you may also see unicorns. Okay, so there's a lot of power coming in there for you. So what does he want to say to you? What does he want to say? He's saying to you, I've dreamed vividly about being with you. So he's having a lot of vivid dreams. And that may also be liberating to you. You could also have a dream about a white horse. But he's saying, I am dreaming about you. You are on my mind. I lead a lonely life. Okay, so he's lonely. He leads a lonely life, even though he may be surrounded by people. But he's dreaming very vividly about you. Okay, let's have a look at that. What's he dreaming about? Okay, what's he dreaming about? He said, I dreamt I met your family and friends and you met mine. And I hear songs in my sleep that remind me of you. So again, music very significant in your connection as well. He's hearing songs that remind him of you. This could even be he's inspired to write a song. So he may get some inspiration in his dreams about his creativity. So he could write a song about you. Okay, just be aware of that, because that could be shown to you in a physical way. Okay, and I dreamt I met your family and friends. And that's interesting when your mum's going through something as well. So you may have had a dream where he met your mum. I just want to bring in a message from Archangel Raphael for your mum. Jumped on the camera there. We got talk lovingly to yourself, okay? And we've got you are loved and safe, and yes, with trust. Okay, so your mum may need to find faith at this time really strongly, to trust what's going on, to trust that she is safe and loved, and that the angels are around her, and that she needs to talk lovingly to herself, okay? So anything else that your butterfly king wants you to know? Bring in the supernatural power couples decks. I know you love this one. We've got Jenny and Giles. There is more to you than meets the eye. And what I'm picking up on here is you know what's going on with him. You know he's struggling with certain things. So you know there's more than meets the eye. And I'll move through time to be with you. I love that, because I know you say you like Doctor Who. We've got the Doctor and Rose. And Rose is also a sign of an apology or passion, or something could be happening around Valentine's Day. It's really interesting. Valentine's Day as well is coming up in this one, picking up on, because I've channeled a reading coming up on the channel soon. It's about Valentine's Day. But he said, I will move through time to be with you, which means things will move forward. And there's more to you, well, both of you, than meets the eye. There's more to you and there's more to him than meets the eye. I hope that helps, okay? And send you one big hugs. Please keep me posted, okay? Let me just move the chat down. Okay, we've got Pooja. Thank you for the donation. A spiritual person came to my home today and told me something. Is there any truth to what he said? See what the horses want to say. I've got the horse deck out. So what do you need to know about this? Well, first of all, you are interconnected. So I feel that this person has helped you to perhaps go within and question what he's said, and to know that you are connected with everything that was, is, and ever will be. There's a blossom there, so he's put a seed in your mind about something and reminding you that you are resilient and strong. Okay, that you receive answers when you go into your centeredness, when you center yourself and you remember how unique you are. Maybe this person was very unique. But I feel ultimately why this person has come to your home and told you what they've said, okay, is an opportunity for you to center yourself and go within. Okay, to ask yourself the question, is this true? And I feel they've planted some kind of seed that you can work on, because you're connected with everything that was, is, and ever will be. Okay, and uniqueness is about you being unique, you being special. This could be about you working on something that blossoms, okay? So is what they said true? Let's get a yes or a no and see what comes out. Is there any truth to what they said? So you got maybe. Okay, you've got unclear and you've got no. So I feel the message is saying to you, only when you stop focusing on it are you going to understand. Okay, so maybe you're just overthinking it at this time. You need to go within for the answers, because that's why it may be unclear to you. It says your mixed signals are manifesting multiple outcomes. So it could be a sign for you that right now you are perhaps thinking one thing and then another thing, and you need to get clear about what you want. And this person could have made you aware of that in some way. And it says something or someone is deceiving you. No. So this person may have deceived you in some way, but there may be some truth to what they've said. So I feel you've got it, remember, because he may be speaking it from his perspective. So I feel you've got to take what he said, or this person said, go within and sit with the message and see how that resonates with you. Okay, because I feel it's about something blossoming in your life because of how unique you are. Is there anything else they want you to know? They're saying don't take things personally, it's going to be okay. So whatever's happening, you're going to be okay anyway. I hope that helps, okay? So if they said anything that's distressed you or stressed you out or, put you off centre, it's going to be okay. I hope that helps. Sonu, thank you for the donation. My last message is for Sunita and Bucket blessings for the reconciliation. So what do you need to know, okay? So what does he want you to know? I'm finding the strength to change, okay? He's finding that within him and from above him. You know, you get that strength from inside of you. He's struggling to get the words out. I feel he may be worried about what to say because I feel like I'm bumbling over my words. So he may be tongue-tied at this time. He's saying, in those clothes, looking like that, wearing that smile, wow. So he's been watching you or he's seen you around you looking good. And that may be another reason why he gets tongue-tied around you, because you make him nervous. Okay, so when you're nervous in front of someone, you might mess up your words because they show me that, okay? So he's like, whoa, you know, you look amazing. And I feel it wouldn't matter what you wear, okay? He would think you look amazing anyway. Now we've got 10-10, that's also connected with strength and power. Something could be happening on the 10-10 portal, so 10th of October could be significant. But I feel that he's stepping into his power to move away from things that don't resonate with him. Okay, to have a new beginning. You've got the blank one. So the blank one is a new chapter. You know, the opportunity to have a new beginning. And he may be receiving signs in shows he's watching. He may even want to take you to a show. And this could be connected with Italy in some way. We got the devil. So really the devil is he's overcoming his insecurities, things that don't resonate with him, to find the strength and power to move forward and make a decision, to have a new beginning with you. And you could visit Italy. Or Italy could be significant. So what else about reconciliation? You've got the 10 of Pentacles. And they're showing me as well in my mind the 10 of Cups. So everything is going to fall into place. It will happen at the right time. So find contentment in that. So October could be significant with the 10 there again. So something could be moving forward for you to reconcile or come together between now and the 10th of October. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? So I'm going to answer a couple more out of the chat, then I'm going off, okay? So we're going to do, Faria says, hi Liz, I'm getting married to Anwar in October, so I'm leaving my bank job in July. I've told my boss that I'm resigning. Have I made the right decision? Also, how's my wedding going to be? So have you made the right decision? So, well, I feel there's no need for you to be conflicted about it because you have made the right decision. It's just that you may be not sure what to do next. There may be confusion. And it may be because you've been there for a long time and, you know, you're conflicted about it. So the angels say, don't get involved in drama. You know, the 5 of Wands is like the drama in your mind. And you got 5-5, which is about change. So I feel this change was meant to be. You know, it's happened for a reason. So if you're not sure what to do, breathe. So I am getting that you've made the right decision, but your mind may just be a bit conflicted about it because of how long you've been there, the circumstances, and you may not be sure what's coming next. So your ego will be like, oh, it's scary, you know, moving forward. But there's definite change there for a reason. Okay, so have you made the right decision? Yeah, you're just overthinking it. Okay, look, you've got decision there. Decision's in reverse because you've already made the decision. So I feel that you've made the decision, you've made the choice, and what you're doing now is overthinking it, so let that go. Okay, let me just bring an angel message in about that as well. Yeah, you've got crystal healing, you've got follow your heart. So what you're doing now is following your heart. In other words, you're focusing perhaps on your marriage now, okay? So you're following your heart and you've bought your own clarity and that will bring clarity in. So really, angels say, when you follow your heart, you'll gain clarity. And you may want to use crystals to calm yourself down a little bit about this because I do feel you've made the right decision, even though at the time you know your mind is in conflict about it. So the answer is yes to that. That's what I'm feeling intuitively because you followed your heart. So what about your wedding? How's your wedding going to be in October? Okay, well, I definitely feel like you're moving beyond the stress. So I feel that from August time, you're going to feel better about things because you may feel between now and August you feel a bit trapped or stressed, and this could be because of wedding plans. It could be because you've just left your job. There's many reasons why, but I feel from August onwards you're going to feel better. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel like everything's working out. I've made the right decision. So I do feel August is going to be a turning point. You've got your birthday brings power. So I don't know if you've got a birthday coming up, but that will bring power in. Or this could even be the date of your wedding. You could see that as a birthday because it's like a new beginning for you. It's an anniversary date as well, or it will be. Listen to your intuition and success ahead. So I feel your intuition is telling you it's going to be successful. It's just your ego that's in the way. And this is because you're making so many changes in your life. So I feel what I'm picking up on here is when you come out the other side of August time, you're going to feel much better. I don't know if there's a birthday between now and the end of September. Okay, but I'm seeing this more as like a birthday, as in the fact that the wedding date will be a new, like a birth of you in a way. It's like the birth of your marriage, isn't it? And it will bring power, it will bring success. So ultimately, I'm feeling everything's working out. But there could be some struggle and anxiety between now and the end of August, okay? But again, that's because of like plans and changes and all that. And you just got to breathe through that. And it's natural to experience that when you're getting married because it's a stressful time anyway. I hope that helps, okay? CC Lynn, thank you for the donation, honey. I feel my heart chakra heavy pressure. It's heavy. Well, I'll tell you why, okay? Because you're preparing, your heart is preparing for higher love. They're asking me to bring the dragons in as well. Let me just tell you why. It's easier for me to just read it to you and then it makes more sense. So the heart chakra activation is taking place. That's what you're going through. The heart is preparing so it can open up to giving and receiving love in all its purest and many forms. Simple, unconditional, and true. Slow down and accept the process. Affirm, I am safe, and then breathe through any discomfort, okay? So breathe. When it gets heavy, breathe. And look, you've got itching at the bottom of the deck. It's about change. It's about something happening, something shifting. So I want to bring the dragons in because they also help you to embody higher love. You know, they release heavy energy. So the dragon coming through is the golden Atlantean dragon. So you may also have Atlantis roots. So if you've got like, if you love the ocean but you're scared of it at the same time, that's a huge sign you've got Atlantis roots, okay? But the golden Atlantis dragon helps you remember the wisdom of golden Atlantis. So in golden Atlantis, you were telepathic, you had spiritual psychic gifts, and you're being asked to tap into them, okay? So you're going through an awakening, bringing back your knowledge, gifts, and talents, reclaiming your mastery. So it's all part of the process as you prepare for this love. But it's not just about the love with your twin either. It's about loving yourself more and being more open to who you are as a person. So let me bring you a message from Jesus. What does Jesus want you to know? Resurrection. It's about rebirth. You'll get knocked down, but you'll rise again. So you're going through a form of resurrection, and that can feel very heavy. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do Divine Earth Angel says, I'm just curious how's the beach around this time of the year. I haven't been to the beach since I was a kid, and I remember somebody telling me maybe one day we'll go. The beach. I don't know if you're talking to anyone else in the chat there, because I haven't got a beach where I live. I live right in the Midlands, and we're in the UK. We have to go down south to get near beaches. So I'm not sure what you want to know. We pull you an angel card. You've got trust. Maybe this about trusting that it will be lovely and everything you think it will be. Shine bright to manifest your dreams. So remember, when you're shining bright, it doesn't matter what the weather's doing outside because you're feeling good and you're feeling excited and lovable, and then you draw everything to you. In your life, take a leap of faith, go where you want to go, do what you want to do, and you always have a choice how you feel, what you want to do. Okay, so you always have a choice. This is saying you always have a choice. Take that leap of faith. Don't be afraid. Trust instead. And shine bright to manifest your dreams. I hope that helps in some way, okay? So the beach I love going to is in Torquay. It's about 4 hours on the train from here. But, you know, the thing is in the UK, we have awful weather. And when it's nice weather, we really do appreciate it. So the beaches are lovely when it's nice weather. But when it's cold there, it's not nice, is it? Okay, but it's different if you live in a lovely warm place like LA or, you know, somewhere where there's a lovely, like Victor's very lucky because he lives near Mamaia. You know, I mean, me and Sandra went there, we met Victor, we went to Mamaia, and that's in Romania. It's beautiful there. You've got the Black Sea there. And it's gorgeous, and like Romania's beautiful as well. So, but, you know, here in the UK, it's a bit mish, really. And we haven't got like gorgeous beaches. It's more like, it is what it is. I mean, I suppose we have. I'm not saying it's bad. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I quite like Blackpool, you know, even though Blackpool got a bad reputation. But, I mean, the beach at Blackpool isn't that nice. but people really have been moaning. I've seen it on YouTube, people moaning about Blackpool, but I enjoy it. I mean, I haven't been in Blackpool for a while. I mean, last time I went to Blackpool was with George, and we had a really good time. I had a really nice holiday there. Stayed in a lovely hotel. We stayed at, what was the hotel called? The Boulevard Hotel. It was lovely, it was. And we had a lot of fun there. I enjoyed that holiday. But yeah, you got Southport, New Brighton. I think Blackpool's the closest to us here, because we're not far from you anyway, in Manchester. So I think Blackpool's probably the closest, but it's the hardest to get to on the train. I know it's a real pain to get to Blackpool on the train. So what's the furthest you've travelled? Me? The furthest I've travelled, Switzerland. I haven't been many places. I've been on my own. I went to Zurich on my own in Switzerland to see Doreen Virtue speak about archangels, which was really beautiful. I travelled to Ireland on the plane, and I went there. So I suppose Romania, really. I went to Ireland. It's not that far, but it's an hour on the plane. And I met Charles Virtue there, and I did my angel therapy certification there. So I was in Dublin for 3 days with Charles Virtue, which was amazing. He's very highly connected with Jesus. Okay, I've got a picture with him over there, actually. I went to Romania twice. I went to Mamaia, and I went to Bucharest as well. That's it. I've always travelled around the UK, so I'm very limited, and I know I need to travel. I want to go to America. I want to go to all these places, but also I have got fear around traveling and things as well, because I have got Atlantic roots, so I do fear going over oceans and things like that. So that's something I've got to overcome, But yeah, I am a bit of a baby with travel, really. I really want to go to, my dream has always been to go to Israel and walk where Jesus walked. I've always wanted to do that since I was a kid. Okay, but again, I haven't done it. Whereas my sister, she's been everywhere. She's been pretty much every single country in the world. She travels all over the place, and she travels for work and everything. But I'm a little bit of a baby in that way. But I do know everything about the UK. I've pretty much been everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but I haven't been in Scotland. But I know London like the back of my hand, because I used to go to London all the time. So, and I think I've definitely had past lives in London. I don't live anywhere near London. But I know London very, very well. So I feel very comfortable in London. I feel safer in London than I do here. Well, not here, but where the place where I used to live in this city, at the other end of the city. I'd feel safer walking around London than I would walking around Stoke-on-Trent, which is strange. Because my mum used to say to me when she was alive, I can't believe you feel safe in London. What about the terrorists? What about bombs going off and all that? It's ridiculous. Fear, it's the news. People put fear in your mind about all kinds of things, don't they? When your time's up, isn't it, Oh, thank you, honey. I'm actually off tomorrow, so I am going, I'll have that tomorrow. That means so much. Thank you for that. It's nice to just have a little talk sometimes as well. But yeah, Victor's in Romania. It's gorgeous. I love Romania. I love it. Mamaia was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. Bucharest, I enjoyed being there as well. But it was gorgeous, that was. And on my birthday, because I was there 2 years ago for my birthday, and we got up early in the morning, watched the sunrise, and we went on the beach for sunrise, and that was really nice. And I took my little carrot Angela with me, and I've got a photo of her on the sunrise. It's in my Wisdom with the Twins deck, actually. I'll show you this picture, because I put it in this deck. Okay, yeah, it's that was in Mamaia. That was Angela with Victor's carrot there. I'm just looking for this particular card. Look at that picture. That was that's Renee's carrots, Mozzie and AJ, when they went to Las Vegas, and she got them married there. And that one as well, that's in Las Vegas. Really cool. I'm just looking for this particular picture. You probably don't care, but I think it's really cool, so I just want to show it to you. I think it's in this stack. I'm sure I put it in this stack. Did I? Yeah, that one. That's the sunrise. That's in Mamaia. And that was me holding Angela up at the sunrise. It was gorgeous, that was. And I was just blown away because I've actually got a picture on my wall right there of a sunrise and a sunrise or a sunset. I see it as a sunrise, exactly the same as that. And when I actually went there, I was just blown away because I was like, oh my goodness me, I've manifested that's the picture on my wall. It's amazing how we manifest, you know. Okay, we've got Crystal, thank you for the donation. Message from DM, general message for me for the month of June. So what do you need to know for the month of June? You've got ask Archangel Raphael to heal you. So if you're going through anything in June, whether it's physical, emotional, Archangel Raphael can bring a healing in, okay? And your 5D connection will bring clarity. So you may feel him all around you in the 5D. Let go of what was, and that may be what Raphael is helping you to heal. And in winter, things will heal. So this could be a sign about what you went through in the winter period, that things are healing. Now, again, depending where you are in the world, you'll know when your winter is, but things are healing around the winter as well. So that could be physical healing, emotional healing, things just improving in general. And obviously you're asking about June. So I feel that's about in the winter things will heal. It's like when things are quiet or silent, or when there's stagnancy or things don't seem to be happening. That's where a lot of growth happens. Oh, thank you, Aunt Morn. Enjoy your rest. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for jumping in, honey. What else do we need to know then for Crystal? What's general message for May? June. Commitment. Maybe this is something that you're manifesting in May that's coming in as you move forward. You've got making a plan there and commitment. So if you were planning something in May, you may be doing it in June. Okay, because obviously we're in June, but it's still connected with May. So what's your DM want you to know? He's angry. He's saying, I cause arguments and problems to be alone. Now, I don't feel he does that with you, but he could be doing that with people in his life. And he's saying, thank you for being my best friend, even when I've pushed you away. Nobody knows me like you do. Now, if he has caused an argument with you or a problem to have some alone time, he's apologising for that. And he's saying, when I look at you, so he's definitely looking at your pictures or your social media, sometimes my desire takes over, and that primal need for me, for you and me, because you may be picking up on this too. I'm picking up on a lot of you and him together as one. It takes me over and I want to rip off your clothes and have you right there. So there's a lot of desire, a lot of longing going on, and he is grateful for you. That's the message. I hope that helps again. I just want to pull you one more card. No more donations, please, so I can catch up. So I'm going to say no more donations. So after Tara, no more donations, okay? So I won't answer anyone else after Tara who donates, because I've been on for, just realised, 3.5 hours. I said I couldn't be on long today as well, and now I've stayed on long. So Crystal, you've also got overthinking. So he may be very restless, stressed, overthinking things, and you may be picking up on his energy, because I feel you're picking up on what he's feeling as well. So what's your angel message? This is for Crystal. You've got intuition, so connect with your intuition. Trust your inner voice. Your intuition knows the way. I hope that helps. You may be at crossroads in June, you're working out what to do. Overcome your shadows and trust your intuition. Mashita, thank you for the donation. SH and I broke up. Is this over, or do you see reconciliation? Well, first of all, trust what you feel in your gut, because your intuition will be speaking to you. Because it's never over with twin flames. Maybe over at this current time because one or the both of you felt trapped in some way or stuck because someone was concealing the feelings. So it may be that perhaps your person, SH, wasn't opening up to you. You know, there were perhaps the heart was closed. Raphael, is this over? No. No, it's not over, okay? Take a moment to process why. Because I feel you feel like SH is your person. And you feel like there's unfinished business or there's more to do. I feel the problem occurred because he was concealing his feelings and his heart was closed in some way, and he was trapped in his own fear. And then you may have felt stuck or trapped as well. So there was definitely a delay until August. So I feel you may be in separation until August, and then something could move forward. So don't feel it's over. I feel the no is this over? No. Why? Okay. Why isn't it over? Because there is a reconciliation. You wouldn't think that if you didn't want something else to happen, or if you didn't feel this was your person. Okay, so you've got 9 of Swords. So let go of the struggle. In his eyes, you're the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. So your person saying, you're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I just need to release the weight of my life that's on my mind. So I feel there's a lot of struggle there. So I'm feeling like September could be a turning point here. August, I feel, is where the change is going to occur. Focus on you at this current time. You've come out as counterparts with the Queen and King of Pentacles. You both want to do the right thing. And what matters the most at this present moment is that you work on you and he works on him. So I feel you need to give each other time and space to heal, and then you're going to come together. Okay, but this could happen, okay, around August, September time. But it's not over. I hope that helps, okay? But the worst thing you can do when something shifts like this is chase and try and fix, and just allow things to unfold now and focus on you, okay? Earth sign could be significant as well. Tara, thank you for the donation. Rihanna get course and accommodation for uni and masters for her. So is Rihanna going to get, I think you're saying, is Rihanna going to get the course and accommodation for uni? So she's doing what's right. She's balancing her energy. This could be something aligning or moving into place during the Libra season. Okay, so Libra is September, October. They're giving me tooth pain. This could be a decision. So I feel she needs to make the right decision to do what's right, to bring balance in, and that will work out. So I feel the answer is yes, there'll be justice done. Balance, okay. And see what else, okay. Is she going to get course and accommodation? There's good news there. And I feel this is also her moving forward with good news, feeling strong, feeling like she has what she needs. And you've got this energy around you of this wise person. So passion, she's passionate. She could even meet someone there. There could be love coming into her life, or I don't know if she's already got a boyfriend, or this could be about someone affecting her decisions in some way. But I'm seeing this first of all as wise counsel. So this could be like professors, people around her helping her in some way. There could be love coming in though. Or she could feel passionate about what she's doing, but there could be a love interest there, okay? So, and she's going to tap into her intuition, and that will allow her to see her truth. So as long as she's following her intuition, I feel that she'll be okay. But maybe you even feel like there's some kind of love interest coming in. So things will fall into place. Isn't that interesting? Between now and October, November. Okay. Have faith. So that's what she needs to do. And take back her power, which is good news anyway. But I feel there may be a love interest coming in. That's what I'm connecting with. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do, yeah, it could be Crystal. Yeah, healing with Archangel Raphael. Okay, because that card came out. So that's a really beautiful thing that Raphael's bringing a healing in. And let's do Joy. What does he want to say? I want to spend the rest of my life loving you. Let's get married. So he definitely wants that with you. He wants marriage and commitment with you, even if it scares him. You're not going to give up, okay? So this could also be something shifting around September with this. September, October could be significant. What's his intention? I intend to listen more. So maybe he just doesn't feel like a good listener at all. You know, he may feel like that's his biggest problem. Perhaps he talks over you or talks over other people. He lusts for you, he's worried, and he's coming. So use your imagination. But he's saying, when I look at you, sometimes my desire takes me over, and that primal need for you makes me want to rip off your clothes and have you right there. And then he's saying to you, no pun intended, I'm coming, okay? I'm worried. I'm so afraid you'll move on and meet someone else. It keeps me awake at night because I can't lose you. And I'm sorry for everything I said and did, and I promise I'll make it right, and I am coming back. Yeah, just reconnected and disconnected and reconnected there. So that's on my screen. So he's definitely coming back. I'm not saying he's gone anywhere, but I mean, he is like saying, I'm coming back. Yeah, balance and justice for the highest good of all concerned. Use your healing power. Because he knows that you balance his energy out. He knows that you are his highest truth. He knows that you make him feel better. Let's see what his inner child is healing. Equality and gracefulness. I love that. Because I feel you bring that graceful energy out of him. And he sees you as very graceful as well. So treat others with equality and fairness, justice for all. And that, you know, this is about justice coming in. This is about him wanting to do things right, equally balanced. So again, Libra season could be significant. Move through challenges gracefully, elegance and adversity. I feel he wants to dance with you. And that could even be thinking about dancing with you at a wedding. But I feel he wants to be different than he has been before. He wants to take charge of his life, and you've brought that out of him. No one else has made him feel that way. Let me bring in a wisdom card. Masculine in power, look at that. Can't remember, I think that's one of Sonia's carrots there. Masculine in power, so he's stepping into his power. I hope that helps. Let me bring in a general message for everyone to finish, okay? We'll do a pick a card with this deck. What does everyone need to know? 1, 2 or 3. Pick your number 1, 2 or 3. Everyone watching, pick a number 1, 2 or 3. And remember, I will be live again on Wednesday, okay? Okay, 1, 2 or 3. So card 1, if you pick card 1, you are receiving messages through music. So it's very likely your angels are communicating with you through music and your person. So pay attention to the songs you hear, okay? Card 2, your masculine is taking control to move things forward. So you don't need to do anything because they will do it. So you don't need to take action because they will, okay? Card 3, you may be seeing 555 butterflies. You're both going through a big, deep transformation. You're going to see butterflies as a sign that things will get better. That's what you need to know. So give it time. So I hope this helps. I'm sending everyone so much love. Actually, before I go off, let me do Ems. I've just seen Ems in the chat there. Ems, what's your question, honey? Pop me a question. I'll do Ems and then I'm going off, okay? So Ems, let me know what your question is, honey. I'll wait for your question and put my cards away. So Ems, what's your question, honey? I see Natalia's in the house as well. So, is my chat moving? I think Ems might be typing something. I'm open to anything, please. Natalia, have you got a question as well, honey? Don't know if you have. I don't think I've answered you ever. So, look at this. Ems, union is possible for you in this lifetime. So, any doubt, release it and forgive everything and rise. Okay? You've also got, pay attention to the signs that show you that this is all real. Your prayers have been heard. You just need to surrender and don't let others have power over you. Let me bring in one more card. Anything else you need to know? Look at this card on top of the deck. You gain your power from above. Just staring at me there. Strength, you gain your power from above. Yeah, faith, trust in God's plan. There's always a plan to union. And you go for what you want. There's no competition. I hope that helps, okay? So I did ask Natalia to put a question in, but she hasn't, so she probably doesn't need one. Violet, should I record my pet? Well, why would you want it? Don't record your pets to be popular. Record your pets if you want to record them for you and because you get pleasure from it, not because you want to be popular. Don't ever do anything to be popular. They're giving that song out to Wikis. Popular, okay? Do things because you feel passionate about it, not because you want likes or, you know, other things. Do it because it's something you're passionate about and it will be successful then. So thank you for watching, everyone. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for liking. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. Have a wonderful, magical day. I'm sending you so much love and I'll see you all live again on Wednesday. Have a great day.